me. Oh no. No. Of course everything explodes. Why does... There it goes. You were doing so well, Lotka. Why? Right when I start the stream, why do you decide? Let me just do this really fast. No one likes you, no one likes you. Is that better, child? I'm trying to stream. Fucking goblins. Alright, let me go ahead, let me move. Let me do this. Boop. Okay, I'm back. Let's move this over here. I swear my cats are freaking goblins. I was like, oh, I can leave the door open when I stream. Lotka and Moxie have been getting along the past couple of days. The second I hit start, immediate antagonizing coming from this one. You can't be rude. Wouldn't you like to see something strange? Alright, let me make sure everything is fine. What if I do this? Just see if it... Alright, it says it's going to both. I don't know if that means that my thing is fixed and I can see YouTube chat again, but I'm hoping that's what it means. I'm about to start replacing Simba with Dumbo just because Dumbo is better, arguably, in my opinion, since I can actually, like, aim. Since I can actually aim and it has no element. Like, Dumbo is just arguably a better Simba, but I'll worry about that later. I think that, like, my deck right now is fine. By the way, hi Jim. Welcome in. I found where everything is, and so it is time for us to start doing the story. We've got this, and this. And we're just gonna do the story of Halloween Town. And then probably go on to fight Larxene. 20, huh? Are there any cards that I don't give a shit about? I think that a lot of these cards are fine. Yeah, I don't... 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, and then I would need a 4, right? I don't want to get rid of... Yeah, so what we're gonna do here is I have 2 random Joker cards. No, I shouldn't use those so early. Here, we'll just... Can I do this? Nope. I wish. Alright, so we'll just start getting rid of these. I need a 1. You know, I have 2 6s, so I'll do that. It's fine. Hi, Fox. Welcome in. It's story time. What are you looking gump for? Allow me to introduce Dr. Finkelstein. He's a world-famous genius. Yes, maybe too smart. I'm afraid I've created something horrible. What's that? Well, have you ever stopped to think about the power of true memories? True memories, that's that thing that Axel talked about, and like how I'm losing my memories and I'm getting true ones. You see, my boy, our hearts are full of memories. Not all of them reflect the truth. The heart isn't a recording device. Even important memories change with time. They warp or fade, leaving us with a shadow of what we hope to remember. Could that be happening to me? It happens to everyone. Some memories grow ugly and some become more beautiful. If we could recover our true memories, the world would seem completely different. So I devised a potion from forget-me-nots that bring our true memories back. Did it work? Well, that's the problem. As soon as the doctor got a whiff of the potion, Heartless started popping up. Sounds like a failed experiment to me. No, my research is flawless. I just needed to look at the potion to find out what went wrong. There he goes. Just eggy boy. Unfortunately, it vanished. Maybe someone swiped it? It must have been Sally. Jack, you gotta find her and get back my potion. Leave it to me. Can I tag along? What for? I want to know more about these true memories the doctor keeps talking about. Excellent, then let's go find Sally. Okay. Alright, Sally time. We need to go this way than that way. Okay. So this way. And then that way. Yeah. And then to the store. Whee! Trick or treat till the neighbor's gonna die of fright. So, red card. Do I have any duplicates? I do. I have a 0 here. A 5 or lower. Interesting. Interesting. Do I have any duplicates of 5 or lower? I do. And this thing. Everyone hails to the pumpkin song in this town. Don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. There you are, Sally. I thought I'd find you here. Who are your friends? They're interested in true memories. You have the potion, don't you? Well, yes. Could you give it back? I guess so, if you insist, but I'm afraid. All the doctor did was smell it and the Heartless appeared. What if someone drinks it? Are you kidding? What could be more exciting? I'm worried, Jack. Isn't there another option? Any ideas, Jack? I can't think of a thing. I can. Give it here. Oh, this is... Linebacker tackle. Lol. Oh no, the potion. Girl, you should be like, oh no, my legs. Oh no, a concussion, more like. Oogie, you again. Jack, where are your manners? I'm just helping you put the potion to good use. You should thank me. Well, well, just one sniff and the Heartless appeared. What would happen if I chugged the whole thing? That would be scary. Poor Jack, you can't hold a candle to Oogie Woogie. Time for Halloween Town to taste pain and despair beyond any nightmare. Pain and despair, Oogie, you monster. Come on, Jack, we gotta go after him. Okie dokie. Okay. Luckily, we are still not at the point where I need to explode. I am gonna go save. We're gonna go back to the save point, and we will save there. And then we'll go ahead and we'll fight the boss. I don't remember the boss being difficult in this world. We're on beginner anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter, but... Any day. There we go. Trick or treat till the neighbor's gonna die of fright. Weep. Have I? Did I get... Oops. Just making sure. I don't know why, but I looked at it and was like, did I do that? Oh, so we've got to go here, up, okay. I need the glide to send help. In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. I can't see. It's spooky. Mm-hmm. And then we want to go this way. And then we want to do this. It has to be a 0 card. Do I have any duplicates? I do, in fact, have duplicates. But I have 3 of these. I probably should have used this, to be fair. And then this. We're saving our random jokers for some of those, like, those room to reward cards, because those are awful. Alright, boss time. Oogie, hand over the potion. You fools don't know when to quit. Say all this running around is making me thirsty. Oogie, no! Yes. He said, Oogie, yes. Why are we literally just standing here? Oh no. Lip smacking good. How is a sack of potatoes more terrifying than a skeleton? To be fair, he's a sack of bugs. And he's literally the boogeyman. So, like, I think that that's supposed to be the thing. It's what's in the sack that's terrifying. Ah, what's this? What? Something's wrong. Deep inside me, something scary. Okay, what's going on? No, get back. Stay away from me. He scared himself, guys. Ha, baby.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Courage!
You won't make a joke out of me.
You ass.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Well, why does Jack have magic that, like...
There.
Party crashes.
Party crashes?
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
There. Goofy.
Get him, go.
Jack. Heal. Yeah. Donald.
Got him. Donald finishing the fight. Okay, that was easy. We win. I didn't even remember what to do, and that was easy. Okay, so Oogie Boogie is actually a really good enemy card because it's a regen. Confound that Oogie Boogie. He drank nearly all of my precious potion. There's only a few drops left. Sora, why don't you ask the doc if you can drink the rest? No, I better not. What, did you want it? Too bad. Would have been a great experiment. Now, doctor, don't you want to find out about your true memories? Of course, now more than ever. But there's this guy, Axel. I promised him I'd find the truth on my own. I just don't understand. When I inhaled the potion, Heartless appeared. And when Oogie drank it, he was overcome with fear. What could it mean? It probably means that this true memory thing is a load of garbage. And that it's actually a bad thing. And we should just be happy with the memories that we have. It means the potion was a failure. That too. No, I can't be wrong. Oogie must have found his true memories. True memories must unbalance the heart and cause unpredictable changes within. Then what about me? What happens when my true memories are awakened? I don't know, you become a puppet for Organization 13. Perhaps something even more terrifying. Yeah, I guess that. This is all just a hypothesis. I can't be sure without further research. Like, this is just an illusion for all this true memory stuff is kind of... What's wrong, Sora? Does the doctor's theory scare you? Well, yeah, a little. That's good to hear. Fear and doubt are signs of a strong heart. They push your heart, strike out in new directions, and take chances. Without them, your zest for life might fade. As would your taste for fear, and believe me, that would really ruin the fun. Thanks, Jack. I'll remember that. Then good luck, gentlemen. May you always enjoy being frightened. Oh, dear. Da-da-da-da. Alright, we're in the Conquerors of Respite.
Yeah.
Gonna grab my Moogle P. Gibby Moogle P. Gibby Moogle P. Treasure. A 0. Nice. Can never have too many of those. I mean, I guess you can, but definitely not 0 attack cards.
Yeah.
Alright. So let's come up here. Till the neighbor's gonna frighten. Everybody scream in our town of Halloween. Alright. Alright, so let's save the game. Actually, no. Let's see if I can't put Oogie Boogie in my deck. Because I'm pretty sure Oogie Boogie is a regen. Yep, gradually restores HP. So let's see if we can't... Ooh. You know what? It's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of Simba for now. Since I want to start replacing him with Donald... Dumbo cards anyway. We're going to get this 3 out of here too. Put this here. Jesus. There we go. Alrighty, there we go. And did we get any better cards? I got a 6, I guess. I got a 6 fire. Fire's like actually really cracked if you have the right slates for it. I don't have the brain power for that, so everyone hails to the pumpkin song. I'm going to scream. There we go. I love deck building. Let me say in the most sarcastic way possible. I've not gotten any good cure cards also. Like, I need good cure cards. I have a 6 and a 1. And that's it. Or a 5 and a 1 even. Alright, so we're either gonna fight Riku or like Larxene, and I don't remember which. So I guess we're about to find out.
So what is there anything else you remember about that other Joanna?
Just bits and pieces.
Maybe you could try telling us some more stuff about her. Who knows? It might even help you remember other things.
Well, she was quiet and always drawing. When we'd go to the beach, she'd draw a picture instead of swimming. Sometimes she'd draw us too. She was really good. I remember Riku and I fighting over who she'd draw next. But one day, she was gone. Just like that. I think the grown-ups knew the reason. They might even have tried to explain some of it to me. But I was little. I probably didn't understand what was happening.
Sora starts crying and Riku's like, no, please don't cry. Oh my god.
Crying after she was gone.
Aww, Riku trying to comfort Sora.
But that's all.
Even in his fake memories.
I still don't remember her name.
Oh, I bet you'll remember it in no time.
I must point out, Sora keeps remembering things instead of forgetting them. It seems to me, forgetting things may be the only way to reach the memories buried deeper down inside each of us.
So we should forget in order to remember?
Like those guys said, our most precious memories lie so deep in our hearts that they're out of reach. All that stuff about finding being losing and losing being finding, I didn't get it at first, but maybe this is what they meant.
Gosh, Sora, I think I'm a little jealous of you. How come me and Donald and Jiminy aren't remembering more of the stuff from our memories?
Come on, Goofy. Let's get going. We gotta forget things faster.
That's not how that works, y'all. I hate to do it. See how much you remembered? It won't be long before her name comes back to you, too. I guess there's no boss on this floor, either. Oh, I wish I had lots of buried memories to remember. Because Larxene has to, like, make her way, I think. Here we go.
Just as we intended.
We'll continue with our plan. Let's see how far this group will go.
You had your fun on the first floor. So this time, it's my turn. I'm not going to just give it to him.
Don't break him.
Well, do I detect a soft spot? I'm not gonna break the toy. I'm not dumb.
Don't forget, Sora is the key. We need him if we're going to take over the organization.
I know that you're in on it too. But keep it under your hood, at least until the time is right.
Bye! She said.
You would have been wise to have done the same, Larxene.
So, Sora, did anything back there help you remember your friend's name?
Her name's the only thing I can't seem to remember.
You gotta try. Hurry up and remember it.
Yeah, sorry. Sora, hurry up. Clear Castle Oblivion, the 5th floor. Alright, well that just leaves Agrabah. And the reason why we put Agrabah so high up is so that way we can farm Moogle P easier. Don't you just hate it when something's on the tip of your tongue? If you ask me, you're this close to remembering your friend's name. So Larxene's gonna be the next boss. I'm scared. I don't think she's gonna be that bad on beginner, but man, do I just not like fighting Larxene if I can help it. Alright, so we need CP really badly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be farming Moogle points. We're gonna start using Moogle runes. And we're gonna try to get our deck to be a little bit better. I think our HP is fine. I didn't struggle with that other fight at all, so it's gonna be all CP. for this. CP and slates. Look, Sora, someone's in trouble. We'd better do something. Mind if we help? Thanks, I thought I was done for. The reason why we save Agrabah for this high up is because the enemies scale with your level. Or the floors scale in level or something similar. I forget what it is actually. And what we want is Aladdin. Because what Aladdin does is he makes Moogle P rain from the frickin' sky. And the more Moogle P I use, the more Moogle P I get, the more I can gotcha spin. Fire. Dang it!
Aladdin!
Get him, Aladdin! Excuse me, I need to grab all the Moogle P.
Heal! Power!
Aladdin! Ow!
Aladdin!
Moogle P! Aladdin just giving us Moogle P. My goat. There we go. What do we get? Moments reprieve. Nice. I thought I leveled up for some reason. How many times have we seen this hallway? It's all very samey. They just keep coming. Guess you'd better see if the legends are true. Magic lamp, my first wish. Get rid of these heartless. Stand back, kids. Genie of the lamp coming through. Ain't nothing I can make right and rain. Well, if I had rain in the desert. I can't read. But enough dry jokes. One heartless disappearing act coming right up. Gosh. Why did you call him in the first place? Because I only have 3 of those things. It's not that simple, you see. I could have said it better myself, but I will anyway. I'm strictly limited to 3 wishes per master, and ixnay on the wishing for more wishes. So you've got 2 wishes left. Better use them carefully. Ixnay on the Ishway. I've got to get back to the palace somehow, but with all these heartless... Hey, Sora, we're headed that way too. Are we? So why don't we go with Aladdin? Sounds like a plan. That would be great. Thanks a lot. Aladdin's gonna give us all the Moogle P, guys. I'm gonna get so much Moogle P in Agrabah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scream. Get away from me. Oh my god, he's like a... Come back.
Yeah.
Aladdin? Instead of Goofy, now it's Aladdin?
Yeah.
Aladdin, is that you? Hang on, I need the experience. But yeah, this is primarily why we wait, because like grinding in this place,
Aladdin.
like we might as well also be able to level up. And the higher up we go, the more we will level up in specific rooms. A random joker, nice. And we always want to have one of those for like very difficult rooms. I love my little Hershey's kitties. My Hershey's Kisses thingies. I used to call them little Hershey's Kisses because I didn't know the names of these things. They're apparently called prismatic melodies.
Aladdin!
And that's just like a cute little name, I guess.
Power! Yeah.
Oh. Ah! Rusty.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't awful.
Yeah. Fire! Power!
Very nice. Oh, it's Donald. Can we remove the Donald cards?
Donald! Yeah. Heal! Yeah. Ha! Yeah. Ha!
Is it Aladdin? Aladdin? Aladdin! Ow.
Aladdin!
Moogle points. Moogle points. I'm gonna get so many Moogle points. Moogle points. Moogle points. Big dopamine. I heard.
Yeah. Ha! Yeah. Ha!
Where is it?
Donald!
Donald heard me talking shit. I'm just like, no. Goofy! Boyo! Nothing beats the sheer force of Goofy's destructive power. In my book. My friends are my power, unless it's Donald. Donald can be powerful, but it's like playing like a tamer version of Russian roulette, where instead of, you know, dying when you pull the wrong thing, you just strengthen the enemy. Nothing happens, like you kill the enemy or the enemy gets stronger, and the enemy getting stronger is the worst. That's not my friends are my power. My friends are their power, and I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. Die. Aladdin. Aladdin! I should make a tier list of like
Aladdin!
useful party members.
Yeah, fire!
Like, I should definitely do that. I think that would be really funny. I feel like the higher up we get, the less important they're gonna be.
Yeah,
Come here.
Donald!
I'll take it.
Yeah, yeah. Aladdin!
Get him, Aladdin. Moogle P. The Moogle P. Alright, there we go. Is this room clear? Are we done? Can I loot? Can looting happen now that we are finished? I think so. The Moogle P. Actual garbage happening in my life.
Fire! Aladdin!
Very nice. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's raise my CP because I'm struggling with my CP right now. And now we're done, yes? Now we are done with the room. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Hi. Thought you could pull a fast one on me. Ice Titan, let me cast Blizzard. You let your guard down. I did. The answer to are we done is it's never done. And I forgot that.
Courage!
Where are my friend cards? What the shit? My friend cards don't exist. Oh, now you... My friends were taking a coffee break, I guess. But yeah, I think that the only, like, really good friend card that isn't goofy in this game, and I guess Pluto if you're in a bind. Pluto's there more as, like, a contingency. Pluto's there in case you mess up and, like, end up with no cards to fight. Because what he'll do is he'll dig up cards for you. A 7! A high potion 7. Very nice. Once we get Sonic Blade, that's gonna be really good, actually. I feel like we're getting close to the Sonic Blade slate. Once we get the Sonic Blade slate, it's gonna be so good. There we go. The place looks so empty after I looted it. Goodness. There's nothing. Only darkness. Alright, I'm gonna save, and then what we're going to do is... I think I'm gonna use my first Moogle room, you guys. It's time for the Gotcha Gods, and to see if they smile upon me or not. Because I don't really care much for lightning as a spell, but I think that, like, while we still don't have too many magic cards, like, trying to get some cloud cards early on is going to be really good for us. So 1 or higher, let's see if we have a 2 for the Moogle room. Let's just try. Sora summoning Sephiroth to cast the Black Materia. Alright, let's loot the room before talking to the Moogle. Now, what we could do is we could save scum this, we could loot the room, go save, and then come back and keep re-rolling. I don't have time for that. Whatever we get, we get. That's it. We're just gonna have to accept... We're just gonna have to accept what the Moogle gives us. We accept the Gotcha God's decision. The Moogle Shop is a Moogle establishment where you can trade in cards. Exchange cards you don't need anymore for Moogle points. Save up enough points and you can trade them for a new card pack. And you can get a free card pack the first time you visit the Moogle Shop. Well, these are garbage, but you know. Alright, so let's get rid of all of, like, the ones that I have. We want to keep 4s and higher, but any duplicates that I have that are lower than 4 are getting the yeet. This is just not good for business. Item cards, you want those to be as high as possible. Or 0s. And I have 2 5s, so this is fine. We have a 7, so I'm gonna get rid of this high potion. And yeah, no, this is good. Alright, let's go. Let's burn this place to the ground. Alright, let's do magic cards. Let's see if we can't get a cloud. Let's see if we can't get some cloud cards. Nope. Nope. No clouds, only tears. Hello? Yeah, I was really hoping. Alright, well, let's check the mixed pack, see if we can get, like, a cloud card. Okay, no, it's a blizzard. The gacha gods have failed me. Oh my god. Cloud, where are you? Buddy. And that's that. Well, I guess I'll just check the... I might as well check the attack cards. This is payment for Nier Gacha. You know, I'm getting some 5s. I got a 9, so I'll take the 9. Okay. Well, you know. We're not gonna do the item cards because there's really no point at this point. Once we get things like elixirs and stuff like that, then maybe, but... Alright, so let's sell the duplicate 3 and unders. Kind of like ReCoM what we got. Okay. Alright, well, let's review my deck. I got a 9. I can never have too many 9s, I suppose. And that's literally it. I didn't get anything else that I want yet. Once we do Sonic Blade, I'll be making a Sonic Blade deck. But until then, well, that wasn't, I just wanted like 1 or 2 cloud cards. I didn't even care about the cost. I just need 3 of them. I need 3 of them before I get Omni Slash. Once I get the Omni Slash slate, I really want to have 3 cloud cards just because Omni Slash is kind of great. As long as it's not broken. Well, you know. Can't win them all. So we definitely want to go this way because at least one of these doors is going to be opened by this. So let's go ahead, let's go this way. 3 or higher. A room where my attack cards are more effective? Sign me up. I'll take it. It's so freaking claustrophobic. I will be praying that Aladdin helps me to recoup my Moogle P.
Guilty! Boil!
Boil!
Yeah.
There we go. Lasting days. Oh! You didn't see me. He really didn't see me. He was having a moment there. Who's that? Donald, huh?
Donald!
Let's see what Donald does.
Aladdin!
Get him, Aladdin! And the Moogle P rains from the sky. It's beautiful. Ow.
Aladdin.
More Moogle P, Aladdin, more Moogle P. Okay, let's go back to this dude. I hate it here. Is he dead? Nope. Aladdin? I'll take it.
Fire! Goofy!
Loyal!
Get him, Goof. I was kind of hoping that I would get the heal off, but you know, that's fine. Oh!
Yeah!
I didn't see him!
Yeah!
Da -da 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 -da.
Yeah! Ha! Ha! Rah! Yeah! Ha! Donald!
You know, he got rid of one.
Fire! Power!
That, yeah, I figured that was going to happen.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh. I got nothing. Send help. He just kind of was vibing along. I felt kind of bad. Aladdin!
Aladdin! Yeah! Yeah! Donald! Yeah! Fire!
I ran out of map cards, so there's gonna be like long pauses after the battles. Oh. I mean, I can get rid of these. I can get rid of this one, because frick premium cards. Okay. Ow, I hiccup, and it hurt. Miela? Oh, I hate, this is rude. The card! There was a card!
Yeah!
This is cursed.
Donald!
Area actually cursed as hell.
Yeah!
Moments reprieve. Like, okay. I missed all of that. All of the Moogle P. Send help. Okay, there. I got Moogle P back. Let me just loot these, actually. No, I'll wait. I'll wait. Because what if I'm not at, like, full health? And then, like, the HP balls can bring me to full health if I get them. Gotta be smart with my rolls. Alright, let's... So pot spiders can happen.
Yeah!
Got it. We got a 4. Yep. Aladdin!
Aladdin! Aladdin! Yeah!
Moogle P!
Aladdin!
Aladdin's making it rain! Aladdin's recooing that gotcha garbage that just happened to me. Okay, I think. Oh, not yet. Aladdin just giving my Moogle key back. Xehanort sees Sora approaching bags under his eyes with 50 Aladdins in his deck. Aladdin? Is that you?
Donald!
You know, at least he killed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If I could bring Aladdin with me throughout the entirety of, like, Chain of Memories, I would. That's just how good he is.
Yeah.
Oh my freaking word.
Goofy!
Goofy!
Boyle!
Boyle!
Yeah.
He caught a stray.
Fire!
Definitely. Goodness. Da-da-dun. Da-da-da-dun, dun, 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 da-da-da-da-da-dun. Okay, no pot spider. You are not a pot spider. Okay. I think it is safe to loot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's hoop. I love hoop. Okay, more Moogle P. Like, when you think about the fact that I get like anywhere from 12, like 10 to 30 Moogle P whenever I get lucky and they give it to me. Like, Aladdin gives me that per card, and it's just like, Aladdin knows how to hook me up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, we praise Aladdin in this house. Chain of Memories Aladdin is like the second best. No, he is the best friend card. Who needs the gacha gods to love you when you can just afford to keep rolling? Who needs to be at the mercy of gacha when you can whale and Aladdin enables you to be a whale? Who needs it? I know I don't. What was I doing? I was doing something. I was gonna do something and I forgot. Let me check. So the key of beginnings is here. I'm gonna go down here and click this just to see what it goes to. Because I feel like I'm gonna get tricked here. The freaking Moogle scared me. I thought the Moogle was out for blood. I was about to murder this Moogle. Now instead of like hearing the card noise and going Goofy, I'm going Aladdin. Aladdin, is that you? That's like Sora's two best friends, Goofy and Aladdin. Period. Game took a second and I was a little concerned. Hi, Sayla. We don't know that one bird. Alright, so a 3 or higher. I have several 3s. I don't really care much for the item card, the Alchemic Waking. Had my eyes closed so I couldn't just read it, but I'll check to make sure I don't have any duplicates before I use it. It doesn't look like I do. So let's go ahead and let's get rid of my Alchemic Waking card. And yay, items are stronger. Not the best in my... I hate everything! Aladdin, help.
Aladdin!
I'm sad.
Yeah. Goofy!
Get him, Goofy.
Fire!
Okay. Well, boo to all of that. I keep messing up with the cards. I'm like actually sad. The heart of the cards is failing me.
Yeah!
I'm gonna scream. Aladdin? Aladdin!
Aladdin! Goofy!
Boyle!
Boyo! You don't want to mess with Goofy when he says boyo.
Donald!
I feel like they could have coded the Donald card better. Like, if Sora's HP does not equal 100, have a chance to use Cure, right? Because sometimes he just cures me at full health, and it's like, well, thanks, I guess.
Donald!
And like, if enemy targeted is immune to a certain element, do not use certain element. You know what I mean? I see a card bouncing around. It's Aladdin. 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 Call me. Give it to him. Guys, Google Pay.
Yeah! Fire!
Aladdin.
Aladdin!
It's
Heal!
beautiful.
Courage!
Hold on, I have Moogle Pete. I came in here with like 2,000 Moogle P, and then I used most of it, and now I have like, there it is. Larxian is gonna get dunked on. I no longer fear Larxian. Okay, so the Sonic Blade slate, let's figure this out. Let's review our decks. Let's edit deck. Let's go to the third deck. And I believe we want, let me make sure I've got all of this right. How do I look at my slates? Maybe the journal? Card index? No, I need slates. Gimmicks. I really should have just read, right? I really should have just read the slates. I really should have just read the slate, but I think I want to do 4, 5, and 6. Let me just Google it. I'll just Google it. It's fine. We can do this. I can set time aside to figure out how to Sonic Blade. Alright. Alright. $20 to $23. So, yeah, we would want alternating. So, what's 20 divided by 3? It would be 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's not there, is it? 3 attack cards of differing types. Yeah, it's still 20 to 23. So, would it be 3? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No. 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So no, that's not it either. Sorry guys, I will figure it out. My brain will work eventually. 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 6, 18. 7? Is it 7, 8, and 9? 15. Motherfucker. My brain doesn't want to work. If I were to alternate the cards specifically for the attack slate, it would be 7, 8, 9. Would it be 7, 8, 9? 7, 8, 15, 15, 9, 15. Wait. 15. Is it? Oh my god. Okay. So, usually how I do this, everybody's gonna be like, holy shit, now you can't math. Don't be mean to me. So what I'll usually do is not only will I alternate the card types, but like I'll also like make it to where like I can do the slates over and over and over again without like fucking it up. But I'm trying to remember how to do this. So let's say 4 plus 5 plus 6 is 15, so that's not it. So 5 plus 6 plus 7, 18. No, 6 plus 7 plus 8 is also, oh. Hang on, 6. Yeah, 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21. Okay. Wait. So if I do 4, 7, and 8. That's 19. So is it 5? It's 5, 7, and 8. Okay, so it's 5, 7, 8. So we do 5, 7, 8, and then when all the 5s are gone, it would be 7, 8, 7. So let's do 7 plus 8 plus 7. That's 22. It's 5, 7, 8. And then 8, 8, 8 is 24. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Two plus 2 is 4, quick maths. No, I definitely started with 4s, but what did I use? What did I use? What did I use? Fuck, you know. Maybe it was 5, I alternated 5s and 4s? God, how did I fucking set this deck up? Hold on. This is what happened. See, I had a notepad on my previous computer to just do this. So I'm just like, pfft. Okay, so the way this works is, let me explain slates to you guys. So you guys can understand how I'm trying to set my deck up. Because usually I just have what I do like in a little notepad file, but it's on my other computer, which is now Moss's computer, and I don't feel like going into his room and like booting up his shit to find a document. Like, I don't feel, that's invasive, so we're not gonna do that. So here's how this works. A slate is basically adding up 3 cards. So like say you have like 3 2s. You have 3 2s stocked up, all right? So that means that the slate, the combination of these 3 cards is going to be 6 because 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it to where my slates always, no matter what, end up being 20 to 23. But here's the kicker, because we can't just alternate this shit and it work, because when you use a slate, you lose the first card. So let's say I have it set up to be like, I have a slate with 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? Just I have a card, an attack card with 1, an attack card with 2, an attack card with 3, and an attack card with 4. And I slate 1, 2, and 3. Right? So we have a slate of 1, 2, and 3. And we use that, and like it's got like a combination of 5 or whatever. Is it 1, 2, 3? Yes, it is 3, 5. Wait, no, 6. Listen, math isn't my forte here. That's why I had to document. My cat wants love, so if you see me doing this, it's because I'm petting her. However, if I were to refresh my deck, the first card that I used in the slate is gone. So now I only have 3, 4, and 5. So I'm trying to find alternating values that will always, even if I lose the first card in a slate, add up to 20 and like to 23. Which means that like the values themselves need to, even with the first number or integer removed, like will always add up to 20 or 23. Come here, stop f***ing around, you. You are such a... Get out. I guess I could just start doing this, but let's see. So we're gonna want... I guess I could do 2 5s. No, a 5, a 6, and a 9. I could do 5, 6, 9. And I could just, I think 5, 6, 9 works. Because if I do 5, 6, 9, 5, 6, 9, right? Let me just make sure that I've got this right. Let's say all of my cards are 5, 6, 9. And like I start slating like crazy. I start using all of my slates and then I reload my things. So if I go 5 plus 6 plus 9, that equals exactly 20. So let's say we slate 5, 6, and 9. If we do it that way, then the 5 is going to be the one that's gone. Each time. So then the slate will become 6, 9, 6. 6 plus 9 plus 6 equals 21. Okay, so we're good still for like a second set of slates. And then after we're done with that, it's gonna be 699, usually. 996. 9 plus... Get off me! I'm trying to do math, child. Get out. Let's try 9 plus 9 plus 6. I hate it here. 9 plus 9 plus 6. That's 24. So that doesn't work because it's 1 over where I need it to be. Fuck! Ah! It's fine. What about 8s? What if I do 4? Let's just do this. Hold on. Let's go to the deck. We've got an empty deck here. I know I used 4s. That's like my thing. It's like 4s were definitely a thing. So let's see. 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So let's try 4, 7, 9, right? Let's do 4, 7, 9. All right. Okay. So now what we would need is this slate, the 4 is going to go away. So for the next slate, no matter what we do, the middle one has to be add up. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. 21. Let's do another 4. So we did 4, 7, 9. I need another 4 that's not on my list yet. That's the other annoying thing, is they can't be like, I don't have fucking here. So yeah, so that slate's gonna be 7, 9, 4. So this second slate now, we have a 4, so we need, the first card's gonna go away. Let's see what we can come up with here. So 4, 7, 9. 7, 9, 4 is gonna be the second slate. We're gonna want the high number to be over here. So let me see. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's not gonna work. 6 isn't gonna work. Damn it. I need a 7. Let's see. I'm gonna need, I think I said I need a 7 or higher for this. Ooh, I don't think I have another 7. I can do this. I think this is far enough away that the slate doesn't matter. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I need another 9. 2, 3. Yeah, this doesn't matter, so this can be a 9. 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 20. So that's 20. So slate 1, slate 2, slate 3. And then the slate 4 is going to be that. Slate 3, slate 4 is going to start with a 7. And it can't be a kingdom key. So we're looking at the value of this next card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Naughty counting cards is against casino rules. Casino rules can eat my ass. Also, I need zeros. Hang on. Let's make sure we have zeros. We need to make sure we have 0 cards just for the sake of not exploding. I guess I should also put my cures in here too. Oh yeah, and then Oogie. I need my Oogie Boogie card. Ah! Give me my frickin' I'm the Oogie Boogie man. Alright, so back to card counting, I guess. So we've got Cure, we've got Oogie Boogie, we've got our zeros. So let's go back to what I was doing. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so slate 1. So these are gone. Then 1, 2, 3 for slate 2. 7. To make 20, we would need 1, 2, 3, 4. It would start with the second card. The second card specifically. Okay, so 7. So I can do 7 and then a 4 and a 9. This has to be 4, this has to be 9. This has to be 4, this has to be 9, and they can't be kingdom keys. Okay. This has to be 4. I don't think I have any more 9s that aren't kingdom keys. If that's the case, I can use a 5 instead. We can do 7, 5. It's gonna be rough. I love figuring out my Cheez-It deck because it's so annoying. Put this shit down here so I can see. 7, 5. I said I don't have any more 4s. I do. Here we go. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need an 8, actually. Hold on. Where'd the 8? Do I have any other 8s? I do not. Shit. Alright, so then that means that this needs to be a 6 then. Why? Oh my god. This is so fucking complicated. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I need another 7 here. So 7. Do I have another 7? That isn't a kingdom key. Nope, I don't. Which means we need to go higher. I don't think I have any other higher ones. Fuck! We're gonna need to use the freaking Boogle room. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna worry about this for now. We're just gonna have this deck because I don't feel like dying. And we're just gonna very slowly work our deck up to being what it needs to be. Jesus. I'm gonna need Aladdin. I'm gonna need Moogle points. I need more Moogle P. Get him, Goop. Boyo. Send frickin' help. The next room that we do is gonna be a Moogle room because we need to go for the Gotcha Gods again. The Gotcha Gods need to answer my call.
Donald!
Go the fuck away! I freaking hate large bodies in this.
Aladdin! Fire!
Aladdin! My Gotcha God!
Aladdin!
I need your wailing powers, Aladdin.
Aladdin!
You! I'm not bitter. I say through my tears. Oh god. If I can just get the slate to work. The frickin' Moogle P. Always the Moogle P. Aladdin? Aladdin, help.
Aladdin!
I need as much Moogle P as they're willing to give me, y'all.
Aladdin! Heal! Power! Ha!
Lol.
Yeah!
Boogie Cheap from YouTube says, how do you feel about streamers using AI anime girls with big titties? I mean, I feel like there's just various factors in play here. As somebody who does do art and does do it for a living, I feel like my ideas on AI art are, if you're using it for something free, you're not trying to turn a profit on it, sure, whatever. I do feel like it might be a little uninspired if you're all like using it for your, like, what's it called? Your avatar? Like, I feel like that's not really a concern for VTubers though, right? Like, very rarely do you have like a VTuber that has like a super unique design. A lot of them, and there's nothing wrong with this, but they want that VTuber look. They want their VTuber to look very similarly to the ones that are doing well. And if that's what you want, you know, I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. Like, I feel like I'm just a little bit too tired to sit here and like get on a soapbox and be like, AI is bad, whatever. Like, my thing is, I think there needs to be laws put into place that it can't be used for commercial use. But I mean, if you're not using it to like turn a profit or something and you just want to use it for your D&D campaign, or because you don't have the money to like hire an artist and you want to practice rigging on an AI art thingy, like, or something like that, like, that's one thing. If it's like for you, it's for personal use and you're not going to use it to turn a profit. But it's the second that you try to like make a thing out of AI art, something that requires like the work of other people, and you go, this is my thing, I made this thing, and you try to pass it off as that, I think that's where my line is. Like, I'm too old and tired to like sit and worry about it. Like, when it first became a problem, I used to think, oh no, like, I can't like ever stream anymore, or I can't share my art anymore. Like, but you don't really mind it as long as they flash a little something, especially the guys. I mean, I guess YouTube does allow you like nudity now, doesn't it? I mean, if that's what you want, I don't particularly think it matters. If you want to find titties on the internet, you don't have to go to VTubers. That's free. You can find that for free. You don't even need a AI generate that shit. Like, like, I think I don't, if it's a matter of I just want to get off looking at like big titties or something like that, it's like, you don't gotta pay anybody for that. You don't need to go to AI generators for that. If you want to, you can, but like, you really don't have to go through, just Google, quick Google search. Like, I don't think that you have to worry too much. Like, like, I don't think that this is necessarily a conversation worth having, because it's like, that's like saying, how do you feel about people like paying for bottled, like, how do you feel about like people who have bottled water and are like trying to get you to pay for bottled water? I personally think that they should just hand out the water that they bottle. And it's like, sure, for third world countries, 1000%. If you're like upper middle class, just buy a fucking Brita filter. It's just buy a Brita filter. You're gonna save a lot of money in the long run. Like, I feel like that's just the mentality that I come through. It's a non-argument, right? Like, there's no point in arguing about it, is like where I'm at with it, because there's just no point. All right, I found one room also. So this is definitely gonna be up here. So let's go open that. With gotcha in mind. I need... Like, if you were to ask me personally if I am for or against AI art, I think that AI art, A, needs to be better regulated, right? I think that, like, AI art should not be protected at all. Like, for somebody to say, hey, I generated this thing, I want to be able to copyright that image. No, because you're using copywritten, like, images, usually, to make it. And so... I feel like that's like the argument of photo bashing and stuff like that. It's like, you can't photo bash something together and say, I made this, because you're using photos in the property in order to make it. So that's my thing. I don't think that you should be allowed to copyright anything made with like AI generation. And like, that's where I'm at with it. But I'm not gonna sit here and like go find AI artists and like go, oh, what you're doing is wrong and it's not real art. I don't have the time for that. I got a job. I got a stream to run. I've got 2 cats. I've got rent. Like, these are arguments that I'm not gonna die on this hill. Like, I'm not chronically online enough to like, push my opinion down people's throats, you know what I mean? It's like, I can tell you how I feel about it, but I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna fight either way. Aladdin is GOAT in this game? He is. Aladdin's the best party member and nobody's gonna... Sora, are you good? Sora, what's going on? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that was weird. Just for this, I'm gonna install Stable Diffusion. But where am I going? Hold on. We need to go up. We need the Moogle. Guys, pray to your gotcha gods. I need help. I don't have good luck. We need better cards so that way I can just use Sonic Blade. Like, period. I'm gonna run out of Moogle rooms. Hi, child. Be back later. Alrighty, Stella, you take care. Oh, shit. Hi. Bye, kitty cat. Take care. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's again get rid of duplicates that are under 4. My cat's very spicy right now. She's just a little mad. She's flicking her tail at me, and I'm not sure why. Is it because I'm not paying attention to you, child? Too bad. I'm working. Too bad I'm busy. You know what? For magic, anything under 5 is going for magic because I need the points right now. I'll keep that just because I'm nervous. You know what? Yeah, no, get rid of the premium cards. Oops. Give pets. She's fine. You're just a gump. Why you gumpy baby? She's just gumpy. She was growling at her little sister at the gate, and so I closed the thing so she can't like look outside. I think that she's bored. And it's like, that's not my fault. I'm not gonna have you, like, growling and spitting at your sister while I'm on cast. It's like, you want to look outside, don't growl. Don't growl and spit. Be good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kill this Moogle. I'm sorry. Please don't give me shitty cards because I threatened you, Mr. Moogle. Well, you know. Hi. She looks so mad. Another 0. I'm getting garbage. It's fine. Maybe I'll get a cloud card. I got Dumbos. Dumbos aren't bad. I meant like I'd still like Cloud though. No. All Dumbos. I hate it here. It's fine. Coffee was nice. I need more coffee. I feel like I don't have the brain power for this game right now. Dumbo is everywhere. I can't escape Dumbo. He was like, I heard you like Dumbos, so we put Dumbo everywhere. And I just cried deeply. And then I cried deeply. Okay. Oh my god. I'm not even sure why Automod frickin' flagged that, actually. I saw it, though, Henry. I love Automod. Wow, they really just gave me nothing good. Okay, this is fine. I'll just scream. Jesus, look at all the Dumbos! Since I don't really have a big slot of Dumbos, it's fine. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can't... Oops. See if we can't mess with the deck again. I say through by frickin' tears, because we only have 2. So, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why do I not have my calculator? Why am I trying to think? Why am I trying to use my brain? That's what calculators are for. 7 plus 6 equals 13. So 27. We need another 7, right? What's 20 minus 13? 7. So we need another 7. That's not a kingdom key. Did the Gacha Lords give me anything? No. What about an 8? That's not a kingdom key. Nope. What about a 9? That's not a kingdom key. Nope. Dang it! The Moogle failed me again. It's fine. It's not your fault, Mr. Moogle. I'm just trying to cheese the system, and I guess it's a little too early for me to be cheesing the system. I guess we're gonna have to deal with Larxene the old-fashioned way. It's fine. I'm gonna use a moment. No, we can fight. We'll fight. Why not? Just a nice, standard teeming darkness.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Donald! They keep giving me Donald cards instead of giving me what I want.
Donald. Fire.
Ah, it's awkward.
Courage.
I missed.
Yeah. Heal. Yeah.
There we go. I love Moments Reprieve. It's my favorite. Save points for all. Aladdin? Not Aladdin. This is garbage. I'm sorry, Goofy. You're not garbage on other floors, Goof. Other floors, you're the best.
Yeah. Goofy.
Boyo!
Fire.
Da-da-dun. Da-da-da-dun. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to only hit one of these barrels. Yes! Gimme. Kingdom
Yeah.
Key. A 7, but it keeps. Why Kingdom Key? Get out.
Yeah.
Aladdin!
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Yeah. Donald.
There we go.
Fire. Heal. Courage.
Get him. Get him, Cloud.
Yeah.
My only Cloud card. Even if it was a 1, I would put another Cloud card in here. I'm gonna be honest. Da, da,
Yeah.
da, da. I tried. A genuine attempt was made.
Yeah.
Aladdin! That's not Aladdin.
Donald. Fire. Power. Yeah. Heal.
I don't trust these little bastards. There we go.
Yeah. Ha.
My cat, she bumpy me. Here we go. No, no, no.
Aladdin.
Gotcha gods!
Yeah.
Delicious. That's not an Aladdin card.
Donald!
Donald. Donald. I don't even know where he is. Come here.
Fire!
I was like, I can't even hit him. He's so far away. This is the game with Goofy in it. Yes. Is that the game with the Goofy in it? Final Fantasy. Is that the game with the Goofy in it? No, wait, hang on. Aww. I hate it when I'm quoting something and I can't remember who I'm quoting.
Aladdin!
Okay.
Donald!
This is indeed the game with Goofy in it. Aside from Aladdin, he's the best friend I could ask for. Y'all, I'm so sleepy. I don't know if it's because I'm playing this game. I don't think so. I feel like I get... You said it, did you not? Yeah, but I don't remember who I'm quoting. No, like... There's like a... I think it's a YouTube video that I watched. Where like somebody went Final Fantasy. Is that not the game with the Goofy in it? And I think that they were like quoting 14. Like they were talking about playing 14. Oh, it's Pint! I'm an idiot. I was quoting a WoW / Final Fantasy 14 screamer. It took me way too long to remember that.
Aladdin!
Get him, Aladdin.
Yeah.
Took me way too long. My brain is lagging so bad. Probably shouldn't be playing a card game that requires like actual thought. But you know. When have I ever made good choices? Some would like to say more often than not. Aladdin as Goofy. Look, see, here's the game with the Goofy in it. Gotta give me a minute. Boyo!
Boyle!
Fire!
I've made better choices than Donald, at least. There we go. Ah, my clavicle keeps hurting when I sit in this frickin' chair. It's only when I sit in the chair, but my clavicle really hurts. Maybe it's from, like, not having my... Maybe I should rest my hands differently. I don't know. Maybe I should figure out where... Because I'm also, like, holding, like, a frickin'... Like, I'm dragging my knuckles on the ground, but it's like I'm holding the controller that way. While I'm sitting, I have my hands just hanging between my legs. Gravity just yanking on my controller. Get him, Cloud. There we go. One day Donald Duck will pick up something stronger than Terra Flare. A gun. I was about to make a joke and say, yeah, he's gonna pick up Zeta Flare because Zeta Flare is stronger than Terra Flare. You've got Flare, then you've got Mega Flare, then Giga Flare, then Terra Flare, and then Zeta Flare. I believe is the power scaling that we do here.
Fire!
Kind of one kill. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Donald was a highly decorated naval officer. A naval officer, yes. Highly decorated, I don't know about that. Because DuckTales seems to make it seem like he's just kind of like constantly swabbing the deck. I know in like the super old cartoons, they like had like the little going to war cartoons, but I'm gonna scream. Hold on. Where's Aladdin? Is that Aladdin? I knew it was you, buddy.
Aladdin.
I felt it in my bones. I was like, Aladdin, help. Oh god. Y'all.
Donald. Aladdin. Yeah.
The highest Donald got moved to is sergeant. Yeah, I was gonna say that was my issue. It's not necessarily that he was in the Navy, but that he was highly decorated. I was like, I don't think that's correct.
Heal. Courage.
I don't want my Disney colors to show, because here's the thing. I was a Disney kid. Am I a Disney adult? I really like Kingdom Hearts, and if you put House of Mouse on, or like literally like even the new, what's it called? Like the new ones, I'll watch them. I would not say that I am, I would not call myself a Disney adult just on the criteria that like, apparently you have to like go to the Disney parks a lot. And I've never been to Disney World, so I mean.
Power.
You put Treasure Planet on and then I'm gonna watch it. Same. You know, Treasure Planet was supposed to be in Dream Drop Distance. I am forever upset that I wish I could block. How am I supposed to do this? Like, what the? Are y'all seeing this shit? I don't have any magic. Cloud!
Fire.
Oh, did I slate my... Guys, I'm gonna lose. Oh, thank God I got behind him. I was like, I'm gonna lose, y'all. Yeah, there's people who plan in advance to give birth to Disney. Yeah, I'm not that crazy. Like, here's the thing. Like, if being a Disney adult, the criteria was that I have to like Disney things, then sure. But like the criteria is apparently like my dream is to live in the Disney parks, and like I like plan on like not like trying to get away with cosplays and going to Disney World, and like I just, not only do I not have the money for that, but I don't have the time. I have nothing against cosplay because I used to cosplay anime and video game characters a lot in my late teens, early 20s. But I just, you know, it was a fun while I did it, and I'm kind of done with it. You have to go to Disney World like 10 times a year. Like, I just apparently don't make the cut for Disney adult. I'm not Disney. I don't love Disney enough to give him blood so I can go to his parks. I don't have enough love to sell a kidney so I can afford to go and, like, hang out at the park every week.
Power.
Oh, Goofy, my boy. Goofy, help. But yeah, I was gonna say, if you have never played Kingdom Hearts, I was gonna throw that out there. Kingdom Hearts is such a fun experience because here's the thing. When I was a little kid, the thing about Kingdom Hearts is I'd never played Final Fantasy. I wasn't a Final Fantasy person at this point. But you put Donald and Goofy on the screen in front of me, I was a happy person. And I knew that Donald and Goofy were going to be big in this game. And so as a kid, I wanted Kingdom Hearts because I wanted to go on an adventure with Donald and Goofy. They sold it for me. Like, I know there are people out there who say they should remove the Disney characters or something like that. And to that I say, good luck. Disney owns all of the characters. Sora is a Disney character. Like, they own the rights. 1,200 to stay a single night at the Star Wars Hotel. Jesus. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have money like that. Like, so what else, going back to it, so what I'll say about Kingdom Hearts is if you like Disney and you're willing to forgive the gameplay because the gameplay is not, it's dated. Kingdom Hearts is just so, it's an experience. I don't think that the game that I'm playing is the best of those experiences. They don't all play like this card game thing that I'm doing. Like, this is a spin-off game with a very unique battle system. But I think that Kingdom Hearts as a series is just so... It really gives you that feeling of Disney magic, if you let it. Aladdin, help me. Aladdin! You're talking at you directly. Yeah, I think that anybody who gets into Kingdom Hearts, if they're gonna start with one, need to go in with the mind of, this was like a PlayStation 2 original. This is one of the games that came out close to launch of the PS2. Nobody knew what they were doing, like, back then, and I definitely think that it shows. And I think that for games that have come out later, especially later in the Kingdom Hearts series, Kingdom Hearts 1 did not age well. I love that game. It's my favorite one in the series, and I'm willing to say it didn't age well at all. So, like, but if you're one of those people that, like, you prefer stories rather than, like, your gameplay being peak, like, a peak action experience, if you're somebody who prefers stories, I would definitely say to give Kingdom Hearts 1 a shot. Because holy hell, was it a ride, especially when I was a kid. I feel like nostalgia might be big for me. Definitely. Nostalgia might be a huge factor in why I rate Kingdom Hearts as a series so highly. But I want you to picture this. You're like a preteen, right? You'll be honest, you've never played the GBA version of this game, but when you bought this collection on Epic, you fell in love with Rechain of Memories. And you know what? It's not a bad game. Every single time I boot this up, like, people rag on it, and I'm like, listen, you will not see me playing this game higher than beginner, and the second I'm able to, like, abuse slates to just cheese the rest of the game, I will. And I don't really like playing Riku's segment all that much, but it's not a bad game. It's not that bad. It's not for me, but if somebody who notoriously stops playing games halfway if I don't have fun with them, like, can get through this game, like, it's somebody's favorite. And see, we found somebody, because I keep joking, this must have been someone's favorite. But going back to KH1, I want you to picture being like frickin' 9 or 10-year-old and like going through the dive to heart sequence. Like, the first thing you see is just that FMV of Sora like falling and like the weird dream sequence and going through the dive to heart. And then like, I just, as a kid, that blew my mind. That was just so beyond anything that I was just mentally prepared for. My little tiny brain was just like, that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen in my 9-10 years of living, or however old I was. I think I was 11, actually. I think I was 11. I was either 10 or 11. I'm not sure. But like, that's lightning in a bottle. For the time that it came out, that just the way it did it. And it was so funny because like I would go through the game, right? Like I ended up on this island. I didn't know who Sora was, but you know what? On the back of the box art, whenever you got this game back in 2002, you saw he was with Donald and Goofy. If you were lucky enough to see the trailers, you knew he was eventually going to meet Donald and Goofy. So sure, I didn't care about this kid now and was more excited about like when Donald and Goofy were gonna get here. But like, you knew that eventually they were going to meet up and go on an adventure. And I think that just like knowing that, I'm gonna go safe. But I think that like the way it built that anticipation, and then whenever like getting to it felt like such a reward. You weren't expecting the weird Disney game to start off like that. Yeah, it's so like, as a kid, my brother had to like sit with me. I have an older brother and I made him sit with me when the freaking world ended. Like literally like 5 minutes before it happens, you're running around as a little teenage kid, you know, you're collecting like coconuts and like eggs and mushrooms and stuff, so that way you can like, oh, we're going on a raft, we're gonna go hang out, we're gonna do like a little seaside adventure. And you, because you're 9, think, oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna sail off and we're gonna meet Donald and Goofy or something, right? Wrong. The world ends. Literally just out of nowhere, the world just ends. Like, that's some end game sequence things that just happen in the first level of the game. The world literally, and the apocalypse happens, and you get flung from where you were and all of your friends, and you're all alone. And like, there's just monsters everywhere. And like, as a kid, I felt like whenever your parents lose you at the mall or something, like it felt like that until I got Donald and Goofy. And then like, I wasn't as scared, but like, like Disney went there. Disney went, all right, so how can we terrify these kids? And like, obviously, like, I'm glad the KH1 is what it is, but you're never gonna get storytelling like that in a Disney game again, I don't think. It's definitely like probably one of the, I don't want to say one of the darker, actually, I say that like Chain of Memories doesn't exist. This game also has like a pretty wild story. But I mean, like, as far as the new games, I feel like they work very hard to make sure that they start off lighthearted. Like, I feel like they do their best to make sure that at least the start of the games feel a little lighthearted, and going through the Disney worlds feel lighthearted. And I think that is just the Kingdom Hearts formula, though, even in 1, where they tell you what you need to do, and you go and you do it, because in KH1, it was go find Riku and Kairi, because this kid lost his friends, and Donald and Goofy can't find Mickey, and so they're on a quest to find Mickey Mouse, and they're like, hey, well, you're looking for your friends, we're looking for our friend, let's look for them together. And like, so you go through these Disney worlds, and like, obviously plot happens, but the plot is find your friends. And we do figure out where all of our friends are at the very end, and then it becomes find your friends again. And we're going through these Disney worlds again, like doing the same thing, looking for our buddies. But it does follow like a very specific formula. Not every game is find your friends. I feel like 2 was where the cutoff for find your friends being the objective, unless we're counting like Ventus from Birth by Sleep, but like, you know. Goofy and Donald, insert the My Hero Academia kid rocking on the chair. Yeah, no, exactly, Henry. But that's the reason why people love Kingdom Hearts so much. It's because you got into it because Donald and Goofy were on the cover. You were 90% of people, like, Donald and Goofy were on the cover and you wanted to, or you saw the commercials on Disney Channel or like something like that. And you were like, oh heck yes. Is Michael Mouse here as well? Are we gonna beat Mickeus Mousicus? Like, as well? Are we gonna be able to see the mouse? Is the mouse showing up too? You're saving this VOD forever so you can show it to your possible future wife someday to explain it all. Yeah. Okay, I hate it when they do this. Okay, so I need a 3 and a 4. Okay. Here's your 3. Let me see if I have any 4 duplicates. I love math. We get to finally do the story, you guys. I'm so excited. I say with the most, like, dead look on my face. I was gonna say, you never know, Ichigoru. I was going to say, when people like ask, not that I should be giving relationship advice, but I think so long as you focus on your own happiness, if the right person comes along, great. If not, well, you focused on yourself and that's okay. That's how I look at it. 3 is technically finding your friends. Is it? Oh yeah, but they're not our friends, are they? 3 is technically like finding other Keyblade wielders. 3 is the draft. 3 is a war is going on and we're drafting people. I'm ace and more focused on making yourself comfy. If someone comes, then oop. Yeah, like I think that that's like forever alone. Yeah, like I personally like think that it is very good to focus on yourself and make sure that you're in a position where, you know, you're happy, and like not to let the idea of whether you do or do not have someone, like, you know, affect that. Because at the end of the day, like, say you do find someone, it's like you shouldn't be like reliant on them to be the sole crux of your happiness, because that's a lot to put on someone's shoulders, you know what I mean? You got too much to do before you can take care of someone else. Yeah, you guess they aren't our friends. That's valid, actually. True. I'm not the best person to give relationship advice. Don't mind me. I'm just old. Rather than like speaking from experience, I feel like I'm just old, and I've seen what seems to work and seen what doesn't seem to work. Moss is bored at work. Actually, no. Moss is probably getting off work soon. Question mark? Moss is my roommate. I think he's getting off work soon. Anyway, story time. So, why are you going to the palace, Aladdin? That no-good royal vizier Jafar. He tricked me into getting this magic lamp from the Cave of Wonders. The cave was crawling with Heartless. I'm lucky I made it back to Agrafah. Agrafah. Oh, no, focus on me. Okay. In one piece. Wasn't there anyone else there to help you out? This Jafar guy's got some nerve getting such dangerous orders. I know how you feel, Master. People have been ordering me around for 10,000 years, and what help do I get? I keep wishing someone will wish me out of this gig, but figure the odds on that. Well, how about I use my 3rd wish to set you free? Doth my pointy ears deceive me? Master, you do that for me. You're not just pulling my top knot now, are you? I promise, Genie. Anyway, there's only one thing I really want. Then we'll just have to do something about that, Al. Can I call you Al? So what'll it be? Fame? Fortune? A herd of luxury camels to call your very own? Well, there's this girl, Jasmine. Her name is... Oh, there's this girl. Her name is Jasmine. She's Princess of Agrabah. You're waiting for the librarians to leave? Aw. And that's the problem. It's hard for a street rat like me to get a chance to see her. That's how this all started. I thought if I went to the Cave of Wonders, I could get the treasure, and then maybe Jasmine would want to meet me. She already wants to meet you, Aladdin. That's the point of the story, is you were trying to change for her, and you didn't have to. She just loves you for who you are. Sounds like your wish would be that you can see Jasmine anytime you want, huh? Well, I've got just the package for you. You'll not only meet the lady, you'll go in style. As Prince Ali. How'd you like the sound of that, Al? Me, a prince? Can you really do that? I'm in an Agrabah minute. What's an Agrabah minute? I guess the legends were true after all. Come on, let's get to the palace. Prince Ali, where is he? Da 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 da. I don't remember the words because I haven't seen this movie in 84 years. I need to stop. Aladdin's got some bangers. I may not have heard them for a while, but they sure stick. I should watch Aladdin again at some point. I feel like I've like revisited a lot of Disney movies. I haven't seen Aladdin since I had those on VHS. I used to have like all 3 Aladdin movies on VHS, and I used to just watch them. But I lost them a very long time ago. Are you okay? That's how the song goes. I don't know the words, so I can't exactly. But I know the tune. I need glides so bad. The new version or the OG? The OG. Prince Ali, where is he? Blah, blah. Something, something. Something 10 or something, so men. I don't know the words to the song. But it's a banger, so I sing along. I've got like 3 of these. There you go. Where are my... I refuse. I don't have a 7. I don't have a single 7. Oh, hell no. Why? Look at that. Who's that? It's Jasmine. She needs our help. We'll never make it in time. Then I've no choice. Genie, I wish for you to save Jasmine. I can do. Charge. Jasmine. We're lucky. She fainted, but it looks like she's okay. But I have only got 1 wish left. Not again. Sorry, Genie, but you're the only one who can... Wait, this is your last wish. Don't waste it. Why not just set him free right now? And then he can deal with the Heartless if he wants to. This time, let us handle the wish granting. Like, why not? Just say, Genie, I wish you were free. Period. End of story. You could say it while we're fighting Aladdin.
Aladdin!
The Moogle P.
Donald!
Nice.
Yeah! Fire! Heal!
I.
Yeah!
I'm gonna have to look up the. I'm gonna have to look up how that like last part of the song goes because now I feel foolish.
Goofy!
Goofy.
Boyle!
Boyo.
Heal! Donald!
Oh my gosh. Not a single Aladdin card. What is coming? What is the world coming to? Help.
Yeah! Yeah!
I freaking hate this place. The experience. We lost it. I'm so sad. I'm out of freaking Aladdin. What the fuck?
Yeah! Aladdin!
There we go. Okay, we got rid of one. I need my friends. My friends are my power, but where is my power?
Fire!
Oh my god.
Courage!
Woo.
Heal! Yeah!
You always thought the Kingdom Hearts 1 didn't really integrate the worlds of the overarching story too well.
Yeah!
I would have to disagree, but only in part. And I think that that's because as we've gone along, I feel like they've done it worse. I'll explain after we're done with this story. Obviously, like, I'm a KH1 apologist. I'm one of those people that truly believes that aside from the combat not aging well, it's one of the best, like, starts, like, to a story, especially a story like this, I've ever seen. But maybe it's the nostalgia glasses, you know what I mean? See, we didn't need GD this time. Thanks, Sora, but I'm still down to my last wish. What? Ah, what's happening? Oh no, the lamp, it's gone. It seems my plans have gone amiss. I was certain you'd waste your last wish. What with poor Jasmine in distress and these delightful creatures to deal with. But no matter, at last the lamp is in its GD or mine to command. Why are you doing this, Jafar? You've got the lamp, but what do you want? Also, hey there, Blazing Fireblade. Such an interesting question. You see, I knew you were going to use the lamp to try and win Jasmine's heart. But we can't have that now, can we? Because I am the one Jasmine will marry. Oh no, he's back on his trying to... Hi, kitty cat. Trying to marry Jasmine thing. You question mark exclamation point? What's up, kitty cat? Here, you look, you guys. Cat. She is a cutie. You're nothing more than a pawn in my game, street rat. GD, my first wish. Deliver Jasmine to me. Oh, she's just gone. GD, what are you doing? Cat's like, what are you doing? Not paying attention to me. Sorry, Al, my hands are tied on this one. I gotta obey whoever has its mitts on the lamp. Precisely. Farewell, Aladdin, you fool. Ugh. I think that, like, for one, I'm gonna be nice here just because it's Kingdom Hearts and I'm being good. But I think that the biggest no-no is, like, if you go into other people's streams and say, hey, I'm a small streamer, this is my thing, I stream this, what that's going to do is that's going to drive people away, because you're going to end up getting blacklisted by streamers and viewers alike, who are like, well, you're just shilling into other people's channels. So, like, that's one thing. Two, I'm not the best person to talk to about this, because I used to be a big streamer. I used to be like I had like, no, I won't even say big. Like, I was gonna say that's a lie too, because, like, I think that at my peak, the most viewers I've ever had in here, like legitimate ones, were like in the low hundreds, like maybe 200 to 400 people, and it was Pokemon. But, like, here's the thing, is, like, if you find something that works, the second you stop doing it, you lose your following. So it's like, a lot of people will come in here and they'll be like, look at this girl, she's only got like 5 people watching her, but she has like 14,000 people like following her Twitch channel, and like she's got Twitch partner. Like, why does a loser like that have so many people? And it's because I'm old. I'm old. Back in my early 20s, when my hair wasn't graying, I did competitive Pokemon battling. I gained a following because I did Pokemon battles, and I was pretty good at it. Like, we did the shiny hunting, we did the, like, competitive grinding to, like, make Pokemon and stuff like that. But, like, I just didn't feel like doing that anymore, and I decided to do something else, and everything kind of tanked, because I had built everything on this one game, and, like, whenever I stopped doing it, everybody who followed me stopped watching me. And I think that the issue is you kind of sort of have to nowadays either be very good at what you do, like be very competitive, either being like, you know, good at like certain PvP games that are in the spotlight, or you have to be like a speedrunner, randomizer, doing challenges and stuff like that. People love that. Or I'm not turning off the stream until I'm done with this type of challenge or something like that. And I think you also stop being consistent. Yeah, but we don't talk about that. I think that at the end of the day, you just kind of have to stream and keep streaming, and like eventually you'll build a following no matter what you're doing. But it's not gonna be something that comes easily. Like, I know a lot of streamers will talk about how like they're proud of like people who like, you know, would literally only stream to like one person, if that, some days for like months and months and months, and now they're finally like, the ball is starting to roll. It's just, you've just gotta be consistent. But otherwise, there's really not much to say. It's all about luck, what you're doing, and like all of that. I don't really have much advice, because I'm not really streaming isn't my main thing. Like, I have a job outside of streaming. I do not pay my bills with this. Like, this is not like something where it's like I'm dependent on this for my bills. It's one of those things where you could get really lucky and you could get a big following and it can be really easy, or you could end up like having really good content and just not gain any traction because, you know, it's just wrong, like maybe not the right game, not the right time, things like that. When did you get into Kingdom Hearts, and do you have a cool story about my history with it? I can go into that actually, because I was going to I was about to talk about like a different point. But let me go ahead, let me finish this and then we'll get into it. You can feel bad about it some other time. If you don't pull yourself together, you'll never see Jasmine again. You lost the lamp, so what? You can still stay on your own. Losing someone you care about is bad, but not as bad as never getting them back. Sora. You're right, I can't give up now. I gotta save Jasmine. But Jafar's got the lamp. We can't just walk up to him and expect a win. Maybe we can. I've got an idea. Listen up. Oh, he's got a plan, guys. Okay. So I feel like I'll just TLDR it because like I'm simulcasting, so like if you were to go to the YouTube stream and go back a little bit, I went over like how for me this is just a game that I loved and played a lot as a kid. Not Chain of Memories, but Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and 2 will always kind of sort of have a very special place in my heart because they're games I grew up with. Like, and I think that that can be said of anyone, that anybody who played games growing up, you're always gonna have like that one game or that one series that like really spoke to you as a kid and you look back on fondly, and maybe sometimes you even pick it up, you know what I mean? That being said, I wanted to talk about, because somebody said that Kingdom Hearts 1 doesn't do a good job of integrating, I forget what it was, hang on, let me scroll up, because I was, you know, my brain. And it's not, I'm not going to pick this apart, because I personally think that the games are getting better and better. I feel like old grumpy nighty, for all of my cynicism and my age and the fact that like my grays are weaving through my hair as I speak, for all of the things I can say about KH3 being like kind of and like, you know, me wishing for like certain things to be better or like feeling like certain things have gotten worse, I understand that I can understand and I can appreciate what it is for what it is because of the fact that it's never going to have that veneer of childlike wonder and fun for me like that like the other games in the series are gonna have. It can't, because I can't just return to being a 10-year-old. Like, that's just not gonna happen. You came in from a recommendation from someone streaming Final Fantasy 12. Would you say Kingdom Hearts 1 is aged after 20 years in terms of story and gameplay? Absolutely gameplay. I fully understand that with Kingdom Hearts 1, I love playing the game 90% because of the nostalgia of playing the game. And I say that as somebody who's still somewhat good at the game. Like, we just did a 100% proud run of the game where we like basically did everything. But going back to it though, as far as the story, I don't think that the story aged poorly at all. So let's read this. It says, I thought that Kingdom Hearts 1 didn't really integrate the worlds into the overarching story too well. But with Rechain and KH2, it felt like Sora was like me because he's recalling all these great memories with beloved Disney characters. See, the thing that I have to say about that is, like, he can't recall great memories with beloved Disney characters if you haven't made those memories yet. You know what I mean? With Kingdom Hearts 1, I think that it does something that none of the other games have quite grasped since. And that is kind of sort of like weaving in the narrative of the Disney worlds into like its original thing. And I get that they can't do that because of how KH1 operates. Like, let's look at Kingdom Hearts 1. We didn't have Organization 13. We didn't have the big bad in the shadows. Who was the big Organization 6, I guess, that we saw at the beginning? They were Disney villains. The Disney villains were the ones gathering the princesses. Granted, they were doing it because they were listening to Ansem, I think. But like, as far as we knew when going through the games, the Disney villains were the ones physically going around trying to wreak havoc in their worlds to either help find the keyholes so they could cause Armageddon in the Disney world, or so that way they could steal the Princesses of Hearts so that way they could open the final door and like help Ansem and summon Kingdom Hearts or whatever. Like, they were part of like this Illuminati inner circle thing. And I don't think that you could say that. I don't think that, like, you know, Jafar talking in the streets with Maleficent, like, about finding Princess Jasmine so they can kidnap her and then find the keyhole so that way they can bring in everlasting darkness into Agrabah. we're not gonna get that with like Shan Yu or like, you know, Barbosa or any of the, they're not part of this inner circle thing. They're just not. And I think that that already really does make it to where the Disney stories are never going to be integrated into the story quite the same way again. Like, we didn't have, I know I keep using Shan Yu, but it's just because I really like Land of the Dragons, right? But with the story, can you recommend KH1 as a starting point? I think that I can recommend KH1 as a starting point if you are willing to temper your expectations. I think the story is good. I think the gameplay has aged absolutely bad. I think that if you go into the game, you have to go into the game knowing that it is not a very good game. Like, it doesn't feel good to play because it's aged badly. I've played some really bad games and still loved them though because the story was good. Some people can look past crappy gameplay and like a game for its story. That's me with this game. If I could just watch the story and have the same impact, I think that I would. But like, for one, I feel like that's hypocritical to say, hey guys, we're gonna be playing quote unquote Chain of Memories and then we just watch a movie. I don't think that, like, it's one thing if it's like 358 over 2 days, but whenever we are going through the story, I'm playing this game, dang it. I think that Chain of Memories has a fantastic story. I think Chain of Memories' story is one of the best in the series. But man, do I hate playing this game. But if you're one of those people who's like me, who even if the game isn't for you, because I'm not gonna sit here and say it's bad, it's not for me. This system is just not for me. I do find myself having to take breaks. But the story is so good that it makes up for it. And if you're one of those people who, if you're not having a good time with the gameplay, you're not having a good time with the game, I would say if you feel like you can genuinely not find any enjoyment out of playing a game, if the combat is mid or just not enjoyable, I wouldn't blame you for like finding a YouTube playthrough. Like, just look up Kingdom Hearts 1 full playthrough, no commentary, and just sit and with some popcorn and watch a movie. If you're in it for a solid gameplay experience, just skip like 90% of the series. Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's a solid gameplay experience you're looking for, I would argue, and I know I'm gonna get flack for this, and I honestly do feel like you should try. Like, give it a shot, and if it's not for you, then, you know, watch the no commentary movie. I think that's a perfectly good ground, but for a lot of people, if you want a good gameplay experience, I feel like only 2 and 3 are gonna give you that. Safely, asterisk. I know people are gonna come at me and go, okay, but Chain of Memories is great, and like, it's not the game's fault that you don't like the card system, but the card system's fucking good, and like the command system in Birth by Sleep is good, and I love flow motion, so Dream Drop Distance is good. Like, I can't say that for you. I would say give it a shot. If you like it, great. If you absolutely hate it, you can find no commentary playthroughs on YouTube. What do you mean you don't like the cards? Thoughts on Ansem the Seeker of Darkness? He sure was a Heartless. He sure was not Ansem, but we sure call him Ansem anyway. It sure was messed up what he did to Riku. The ramifications of which we are still going to be seeing for a hot second. I think that Ansem as a villain is a very interesting villain for what he does with the plot. Because here's the thing about Kingdom Hearts villains. You don't really see, this is for everyone, right? You mean the reports? We had like a funny conversation about the reports on how you can tell that they didn't know where they were going with the story when they wrote a good chunk of those reports. Because it sounds like Ansem the Wise in some of them, like befriending Mickey and, you know, being the sage and the ruler of the world and stuff like that, and just having an innocent start to the experiments and stuff like that. Like, that sounds like Ansem the Wise. But then you've got the murder basement and stuff like that, and that just sounds like Ansem, like Xehanort. And then, like, you get to the end, and it's like, well, this has to be Xehanort. So... And so it just feels like... It feels like for KH1, they really did retcon a lot of stuff. Where am I going? Hello? I never went this way. Oh no. I thought that we were ready to fight the boss. I was confused. I was like, why can't I find this boss room? ¿Dónde está? But yeah, like, I think that one thing that Kingdom Hearts 1 does the best, that no other Kingdom Hearts game has done since, is make the Disney worlds significant in one way or another. That's not to say every single freaking Disney world in KH1 is important, but like, you know, when you go to Wonderland, what's the significance of Wonderland? Freaking what's-her-face is a princess apart. You go, you meet her, you see her get kidnapped. Oh no, that's a big mystery. You go to freaking Tarzan. Tarzan's world is so good, and people sleep on it. It's not because it's fun to play, but again, from a story perspective, I was talking to Masa about this earlier, but like, it's the first time where you realize that Sora and Donald specifically, they're not friends. They're strangers. They don't know each other yet. And like, they fight, and you get separated from them, and they have to go through this whole entire world, like, coming to the understanding that, like, you know, they have to be friends. They're in it for the long haul, and they become friends. Also, nobody talks about this, but the fact that, like, whenever Sora talks to Tarzan, and he's like, I'm looking for Riku and Kairi, and Tarzan goes, oh my gosh, Kairi? And he starts to see, like, the hallucination of Kairi, and he does the thing. And he's like, we find out what he is saying is Kairi is in your heart, friends in your hearts. And like, you're like, oh, it's like a metaphor. Like, your friends are always in your hearts. But no, Kairi is literally inside of his heart, and that's like a thing. And like the Hollow Bastion slide. Can I talk about just how good that is on a second playthrough? The man was literally like, no, one of your friends is in there. Like, and like, there was no metaphor coming from that man. Did you have a PS2 when the game first dropped? No, actually. So the game came out, and I didn't have a PS2. I think it was either that Christmas or the Christmas after that one. I'm gonna say it's that Christmas. So like, say the game came out. The year that the game came out, that Christmas, it was so funny. I love telling the story about this because when I was a kid, I went down, we had like all the presents under the tree. We had all of the presents under the tree, and, you know, basically I got to open a present, and then, like, my sister got to open a present, and then Jay got to open a present. Here's the thing, like, and we would just pick one. It's like, pick a present, pick it, open up. I grabbed a present, and I opened it up, and it was Kingdom Hearts 2. And the little, because I didn't have a PlayStation 2, right? And the little gears in my head just started turning, and I whipped my gaze under the tree. And in the back, I saw a big present. Like, bigger than anything that was, like, there. It was, like, really crammed back there behind, like, everything. Like, I had to physically, like, go under the tree and grab it and, like, drag it out. that I like went and I like parted the sea of presents from other people. I just immediately didn't care about what my, like, whose turn it was. I didn't give a, I dragged that thing out from under the tree and I tore it open. It was a PlayStation 2 and I had Kingdom Hearts in one hand and the PlayStation 2 in front of me, and I looked at my mom like, I don't want to open any. This is it. This is all I want. And it was such a moment. Like it was such a just a holy moment where I realized what one of the best Christmas I've ever had right there. You have a question? But yeah, I was gonna say, going back to it, that's a nice train of memories. Ha! Lol. Okay, let's see. Hang on. I'm sorry, guys. My brain is smooth. There we go. Oh, wait. What did I do? What door did I pick? But yeah, as far as, like, integration goes, those were literally only 2 examples. But almost every single world, with the, like, exception of certain ones, like, I feel like you could go through Olympus Coliseum and really not lose anything, except for the fact that it's canon that you physically go there in Kingdom Hearts. But, like, there's so many just either allegories that make sense in the canon, or they, like, directly drive the plot. Like, the Disney worlds are part of the plot itself, I think, is, like, the big one. Power. The exact same experience to do with this game. I mean, I feel like it's a pretty common thing. I was going to say, I've been watching a lot of this YouTuber. His name is Regular Pat. Basically just a Kingdom Hearts. Basically a Kingdom Hearts YouTuber. And I say the same thing when I watch him, but I think that, like, there's just a universal, there's a lot of universal experiences that just happen with that game. And, like, being a kid and, like, things just happening. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing to have it be such a shared experience. I've met several people who had something very similar happen with them. The N64 was another one where, like, that story can ring fairly true for people. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, just using those, even if we were to, like, are me and my roommate together. I don't talk about my personal life, and I say this mostly because you're not the first person to ask me if I'm single or not. I don't date people I meet on stream. And even if I was dating somebody, I don't really talk about my personal life. If you'd like to think we're together, cool. If you don't, cool. But, like, all I've ever said about it is I won't date somebody that I met on Twitch. Ever. This has happened before. It's happened so many times. I've gotten old. Like, I don't know if you can see the grays in my hair and the fact that I'm just not a spring chicken anymore. But let's just say when Twitch had a DM system, I had to clean that thing out a lot. Because I used to be fit, too. Oh my god. That happens a lot. So my brother used to play games with me a lot. And here's the thing, he's my half-brother, right? Like, I obviously, like, don't like talking about my personal life, but, like, that is one thing I will correct people on. They'll be like, so are you guys together? Or, and I'm just sitting here looking at my brother like,
Donald!
more. I know I said that I don't talk about my personal life like that, but no to that one. You're saying you're old, but you feel like you're. I'm 30. Shit, how old am I? I'm in my 30s. I'm 32. I'm 33. 33? I'm 33. 33? Question mark? I'm old. Is that your final answer? You don't sound very sure. I'm older than you, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I would hope so, QB. You've been around for like a decade. When somebody asks how old my boyfriend is, he literally has to ask me, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I definitely know I'm not the age demographic for this game. Like, you don't have to tell me. But like, you know, I really like playing these games. Yeah, I fucking a lot of games over the years. Ever a friend of the channel. Ah, the fuck! Shit.
Fire! Courage!
90 or 2 bit old for Kingdom Hearts. I know, guys. I'm sorry. I you know, I may not be cool enough. I may not be able to, what's the word, pass for a Disney adult, but I'm pretty close. I'm just apparently not strong enough. Like, what's the word? I'm not rich enough. I don't have enough time, and I don't have enough money to be a quote-unquote Disney adult. Like, I don't necessarily think, like, people talk about Disney adults like they're, like, these horrifying things, and it's like, I feel like it's just, like, a funny but kind of sad thing to think about. Because most of the time, they're just kind of cosplaying. Like, they're just trying to cosplay and go to this park and go to Disney World, and it's like, man, if that's too cringe to exist, like, I'm definitely not one of those people, but man. Stippy. God, we still have to do this. You know, I keep getting strayed away from, like, the conversation I was having about, like, how Kingdom Hearts 1 is, like, it's so good when it comes to, like, integrating the Disney worlds themselves into the story. And I don't necessarily think that it's better or worse that, like, oh, well, they made this big organization and now, like, the Disney worlds are, like, set pieces, right? The Disney worlds kind of feel like stages for the story rather than being part of the story themselves. Like, we don't really fight Disney properties anymore. Like, we don't really fight, like, if I were to list every single boss in the game that we, like, fight that is a Disney villain in the Disney world, it's like, what do we got? We've got Clayton. We fought Clayton. We fought Cerberus. We fought Hades even too. Though, like, I feel like Hades and Cerberus are, like, the safe ones. They allow us to, like, wail on them, I guess. We fight the Cave of Wonders. We fight frickin' Genie, Jafar, and Iago, technically. Like, we fight Ursula twice. We fight frickin' Oogie Boogie. And, like, I feel like if they didn't come back, and that's the thing, because people are gonna be like, well, we fight those guys in every other game too, Nighty. I feel like if we aren't bringing them back in the new, like, Kingdom Hearts games, like, when do we actually get to fight, especially in Kingdom Hearts 3? I felt this about Kingdom Hearts 3, like, the strongest. When do we actually get to beat up on some Disney, like, villains, right? Like, in Rapunzel, we don't really fight Mother Gothel. We fight her Heartless, or a Heartless that was born from her. We murdered the shit out of OG Baymax. Barbossa? Yeah, but he had a little Heartless, dude. Like, what about freaking Frozen? Okay, well, we have to fight Hans, right? Yeah, Davy Jones. I want to fight Rapunzel, though. Didn't we fight Maleficent? Yeah. Well, yeah, we fight Maleficent in every game. But, like, I feel like unless in the property, like, I feel like they're way less okay with, like, integrating the villains. Like, I was watching a video where somebody was, like, super hyped to beat the shit out of Randall in Monsters, Inc. And then we just fight an Unversed and Randall just f***s off somewhere. Like, it's just like, and the reason why is because they're not involved. They're not involved in the same way. Randall's the Monsters, Inc. dude. The purple chameleon thing. I'm gonna use a moment's reprieve. Toy Story doesn't have an organic villain to actually fight, but would be funny beating the bully for one, though. What about Emperor Zurg? Zurg is right there. We could have gotten an Emperor Zurg fight, and that would have been so cool. Like, even if the Heartless just, like, went into an Emperor Zurg, right? Like, just a toy. Like, an Emperor Zurg toy. I wanted that, and I didn't get it, like, specifically. Like, because I thought, oh my god, they're possessing toys. So, like, I thought to myself, they're gonna find an Emperor Zurg action figure, and we're gonna fight Emperor Zurg. And we didn't. So I was a little upset about that. Let's beat up Mary Poppins. But I meant, like, percentage-wise. Like, yeah, you can name things, right? I need a 7 or higher. Shit. I have 7 zeros, it's fine. Kingdom Hearts Horror has the marvel of it. But, like, especially the, like, new Disney stories that were introduced, it happens less and less. Like, I just, when I think about, like, percentage-wise, of everything that we haven't beaten before, right? What percentage of bosses, not counting worlds that we revisit, were actually Disney villains? Like, proper Disney villains. Like, Toy Story? No. Frickin' Rapunzel? No. Arendelle? No. Frickin' Monsters, Inc? No. Like, sure, Randall was antagonistic, but we don't get to beat up Randall, so I'm not counting it. You know, I'm struggling to think of other Disney worlds. Like, I guess we get to fight the Kraken, so I'll give you that. And Davy Jones. So, like, I'll give you that world. But, like, it also passes the fucking, it's a past world and you were able to fight the property there. We don't murder Baymax! We don't murder Baymax. In fact, we save Baymax, and then we end up with, like, 2. He murders. He ends up with 2 Baymaxes, though. Which, I kind of... Why can't we have a Baymax, y'all? Why didn't they let us have Baymax? Okay, so, like, if we're not counting returning worlds, that's 1 out of 4, out of 5. That's like a 20%? That's a 20% Disney villain. That's like a 20% Disney villain rate. Like, even if I were to give you Baymax, out of the new worlds, out of the new worlds and the new Disney villains that are introduced, we don't get to beat, that's 20%. In Kingdom Hearts 1, it's like 50 or more. Actually, hang on, let me think. Let's think about this. So, there's no Disney villains in Traverse Town. That makes sense. Whatever, I don't care. Wonderland, no, we don't get to. So that's 1 point against. We fight Clayton. We fight Cerberus and Hades. So that's yes, yes. Jafar, yes. Monstro, no. Because, I don't know, unless you count making the whale sneeze, I don't think that that counts. Wonderland, you get to fight the cards? Oh yeah, I guess you do. So, oof. Atlantica, we fight Ursula twice. And then Oogie Boogie. Just remember we're at 1. Oogie Boogie, we fight Oogie Boogie there. We fight Captain Hook in Neverland. Like, even in Hollow Bastion, we get to fight fucking Maleficent. And at the end of the world, we get to fight Chernabog, who's from Fantasia. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. 9v2. 3 if you're counting Destiny Islands. So the percentage of Disney villains we actually get to beat the shit out of, that's 9-3. Somebody do the percentages on that. So like, for me, it's that like, they can't really, they really don't involve the Disney villains anymore. Like, and I think that that's a shame, not even necessarily because they're not involved, but like with Mother Gothel, she was just like, who the hell are you? Whenever Marluxia showed up, and then he like murked her and she fell off a cliff and became a Heartless. Like, whenever we fought Hans, Larxene was just kind of there, and then like she spewed her lore for the story, and like otherwise it was just a 1v1 like retelling of Frozen, except for the fact that I didn't get to beat the shit out of Hans, and he deserved an ass whooping. He deserved to get his ass beat. And I didn't get to do that. He turned into a furry, and then I had to fight the stupid furry Heartless. Like, let me beat up the Disney villains. Gothel dies the normal Tangled way. Marley doesn't kill her. I mean, I guess you could say that. Not Flynn kills her. I guess good for him, but my thing still stands. They couldn't give me anything. They couldn't let Flynn kill her after we fight her. Like, they could have made it like this super cool, like, spellcasty witch thing where, like, we have to, like, he stabs her and she falls over the tower. Like, we literally could have had, like, a thing where, like, we beat her and then the cutscene plays. And I think that that would have been neat. But, like, they just don't want us beating up on the Disney property anymore, and it makes me sad. Like, and I feel like they've been doing that for a while. I think Dream Drop also has this problem, where, like, I wanted to beat the crap out of Frollo, and instead I had to fight this gargoyle, or whatever the heck it's called. It's like, no, let me beat up the horny priest. I want to beat up the horny priest that tried to set Esmeralda on fire. I want to beat him up. Like, I want to beat his ass. But Goblin, come on now. I mean, I guess, but like, that's the thing, is get creative. Like, we fought, I was gonna say Count Dooku. What's the shark from Stitch? What's the shark from Stitch's name? We fight him in Birth by Sleep, I think, when you're playing as Aqua, and all he had was a gun. Yeah, we fought Gontu, and all he was doing was stepping on me. Like, yeah, but I'm saying, like, they could have, like, at least added a phase 1 fight, so that way it's, like, cathartic. Maybe I'm just violent, right? Maybe I'm just a violent human being, but, like, I'm sitting here watching these freaking villains talk mad gas. Like, they're gassing themselves up, glazing their plans, and they're talking shit on Sora. I want to beat up some people. But no, they die off screen, and I have to fight some stupid Heartless or something, and I'm just like... Maybe I'm just bitter because I didn't get to beat up Frollo. I've been waiting to be able to beat that old man up in a Kingdom Hearts game for like decades. And they took that from me. They'll put one in for the live action Lilo and Stitch Trust. I want to see that movie. Kitty, stop twerking in my face. Get out of here. I really like this point though, because like, I understand the idea of like, maybe things have changed, maybe times have changed, and they're like, well, they're too humanoid, and like, you know, the Heartless are heartless. They're just bad, so it's fine to beat up on them, but we shouldn't be beating up on, you know, actual characters. But it's like, no, let me beat them up. Hans, I feel like they could have done like a Captain Hook thing with Hans, where it was just like a sword fight. Like a sword fight, and then he turns into the fluffy wolf. Like, that's my thing, is I'm saying they didn't have to take out the secondary fights. But I think that they could have done like a Maleficent to the Maleficent dragon thing. You know what I mean? Like, they could have done that. Or even with Clayton. When we fight Clayton, it's just Clayton and the gun and like some freaking Power Wilds, and then when we beat his ass, then he brings out the stealth sneak and he rides the stealth sneak. Jafar, for all of the annoying fucking shit I could say about Jafar and that stupid fight, we fight him and he turns into a big genie because he's cornered. And I think that that is such a nice fluid way to have a phase 2 where I get to have my catharsis of beating up this person who has been talking mad gas the entire time and just like, you know, taking them down a couple of pegs, and then they turn into like a giant monster, and then we kill the giant monster. You know what I mean? You think you have very little stake in this since you do not have the same propensity for violence towards Disney characters? But I think that the thing is that I don't think it's necessarily the fact that they're Disney property that makes them stop. It's that they aren't technically the villains. Like, when you think about it, who was really the important villain in Frozen? It wasn't Hans. It was Larxene. Because Larxene was the one being an asshole and sticking us in the ice labyrinth, and then she, like, is off somewhere whenever she tells us what's going on, right? Like, Hans, they literally could have just taken Hans out, and it wouldn't have mattered. And I think that that's my issue here. Is, like, the Disney villains... Like, did Randall have to be working with Vanitas? No, not really, actually. Like, I think that if you took Randall out, I don't necessarily think much, if anything, would change, because we would still have Vanitas to contend with, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Sully and Mike could have just been vibing, and, like, they could have told a story about a guy named Randall that was kind of a dick, and how Vanitas reminds him of Randall, and, like, that would have probably covered for anything that Randall does. I love how during that world she was literally like, we're collecting the princesses again, and they never speak about it again. Princesses where? The point of the new princesses was so they couldn't back out of the war, but that's another thing. Now I understand that times might have changed, and kidnapping an heiress might be a little bit more egregious in this day and age or whatever, but they don't actually kidnap the princesses to make sure we fight in the war. The princesses are just kind of there. They show up and they're like, yeah, if you guys don't get your shit together, we're gonna take these guys. So, woo. And it's like, I feel like that would have been more impactful, because we know that that's not gonna happen, right? We know that Elsa's not gonna show up and get a Keyblade and fight in the Keyblade War. We know that's not gonna happen. But I think that the stakes of physically kidnapping Elsa, and she's gone until, like, you know, the world before the end, like, maybe she's sitting in the Keyblade graveyard, and we set them free, and we're like, go home, and we have, like, this scene. Yeah, like, I feel like, yeah, like, that's my I think that's the reason why a lot of people say that the Disney worlds can be removed entirely. My argument to that is they're not going to do it. And so instead of sitting and moaning about the Disney worlds being a thing, I think that integrating them better in a way where the Disney worlds matter just a little bit more would do wonders for all of the naysayers who feel like it should just be gone. Because it's not going to happen. So I feel like they just have to get a little bit creative about like, okay, well, if we're going to these worlds, instead of just sticking a villain there to give us like information bloat and like stuff like that, how can we integrate, how can we make the story actually matter in the grand scheme of things? Because I feel like even Kingdom Hearts 1 did it fantastically. And then like Kingdom Hearts 2, at least they tried. Like Mulan and all of them knew about the organization, and like the Emperor was at least like trying to figure shit out. He never did because there's not much to do, but like I feel like at least getting the villains and the heroes involved a little more than, oh, well, the villain died and then they became a Heartless, which I feel like the Pride Lands and Land of Dragons unfortunately popularized. But like, I feel like that formula, you can only do it so much before it's like, ah, yes, here's the Disney world. I cannot wait to find a big bad that has nothing to do with this world. And like either like the actual villain of this Disney thing just come in, say a few lines and fuck off somewhere. Or like somebody else is gonna get rid of them and then they're gonna turn into a big Heartless for me to fight. And that's literally their contribution to the story. And I just, you know, that's just how I feel. I feel like they just need to do a better job of integrating the Disney aspect itself. Not because I personally care either way, but because if you do that, then people aren't going to complain as much. You're always going to get those people who complain, right? You're always getting the people who like just hate everything and like just can't enjoy life, and you know, nothing you do is going to make them happy. But like I feel like for the people who have just genuine complaints, and like, why not make those people happy? You know what I mean? Let's just get rid of the alchemic waking of 4. Okay, I need a 4. Do I have a 4? I do not. Oh, this is green. It needs to be green. Oh. Why? Oh, I like meeting ground, but it's fine. I'm gonna save just because I don't remember if Jafar Genie is bad or not. Maybe not have Sora climb the mountain 3 times. Just give us Disney show worlds. They're all bad. See, here's the thing. Is whenever people say, oh, well, just make it to where, like, the Disney worlds are mini... That's not going to happen. Understand that there is... If you're gonna sit here and say, well, all the Disney worlds are all bad, so they should just get rid of them or make them, like, completely and totally irrelevant, that's not gonna happen. Sora is a Disney character. Kingdom Hearts is Disney property. Disney is going to be all over this shit, and there is nothing you can do about it. So, instead of sitting here and saying, well, you should just remove the Disney worlds, because that's not gonna happen, look for a way to make them actually fun and interesting. You know what I mean? Like... Like, I always hate this idea that people say, oh, well, Disney ruined the game. And it's like, no, like, that's just, that's such a horrible take. You know what I mean? What's this? Has Aladdin given up on his precious Jasmine already? Oh, hang on. I want you to know, I've never seen Frozen, didn't want to. I heard Let It Go so much without ever seeing the movie. I was so done with it. You yelled and wanted to quit the moment they started the song in 3. This is so funny because I'm not on the Frozen haterade. I, too, hated Let It Go. But that's because, like, my sister needed to sing it for something at school. And so, like, she was practicing it. And so, like, I heard it ad nauseum. And so I went through I never want to hear it Let It Go ever again. I went through a phase like that, but then like 5 years passed and I knew that Frozen was going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. And so I decided to sit and watch the movie. And the movie's fine. I think the world is a little too one for one. Like, I think that they could have eased up on literally, oh, I'm just watching the movie again. But, you know, the movie itself, I didn't hate it. In fact, I liked that the act of true love was that she loved her sister so much that the act of true love was her helping her sister. I think that it was funny that they're kind of making fun of the fact that, like, in a lot of early princess movies, they find this one prince and it's the prince. Like, they have to fall in love with them. I really loved the, like, subverting of expectations in a Disney princess movie because no other Disney princess movie did that. And I found it refreshing. Was it like the pinnacle of storytelling? No. But for a Disney movie, a Disney princess movie at that, I thought it was very good. Well, I'm not gonna waste a wish on the likes of you three. I'll deal with you myself. I feel like it's 11 o'clock. I'm so... We haven't even gotten through one world, y'all. I don't mind. I like talking with you guys. Aladdin, now! Ah! It's actually why I'm so curious about how the candle cage 4, because they made it look like they're getting away from the cartoons altogether. Oh, you're funny. Like, here's the thing. I actually think that's a bad thing, because Star Wars is probably going to be in Kingdom Hearts, and I am not ready for them to try to explain the Force in light and dark terms. I'm not ready for that. I don't want that. I'm going to probably have to go through that. I don't want it. I'll accept it if it happens, because the series, like, I've signed my soul to it. But I don't think that's a good thing. Maybe if they let me beat up Thanos or Darth Maul, I'll be like, okay, but when else am I gonna see, like, a teenager beating up Thanos or Darth Maul, you know what I mean? But, what? You, Genie sees him. Al, forgive me. Lol. You fell for it, Jafar. What do you mean? He means that you just blew your second wish, only one left. Go ahead, use it to win Jasmine's heart. You still have us to deal with. You think the light-dark joke is actually possibly overstated, depending on if Kingdom Hearts writing wants to be good on that day? Here's the thing, I kind of freaking hated the writing of Kingdom Hearts 3 from a technical standpoint. And I say a technical standpoint because I cannot overstate how over-explained Kingdom Hearts 3 was. I needed a break. And I think maybe it's just because Kingdom Hearts 3 was like the pinnacle and there were a lot of side games and they just wanted to make sure you were like on the same page. But man, like, it's just, I spent more time with them trying to explain things than like actually getting story. It was awful. It was a lot. Oh, you're so clever. Well, the cunning of a rat. But unfortunately, you can't see beyond the bait. You're nothing. Your little ploy changes nothing. I can crush you once and for all and make Jasmine my own. Genie, my last wish. Transform me into an all-powerful genie. I can just... Like, in Kingdom Hearts 1, he's like closing his eyes and shaking while he turns him into a genie. Here he's like, oh god. I love this fight, I say with all of my sarcasm. It's so hot. Jafar must be doing this. Yago! No, oh my god. There we go. Mickey! Oh my, it's over there! Ow. Help. I fucking hate this fight. I hate every iteration of this stupid fight. This fight sucks.
Yeah.
What the Sora, jump!
Fire.
Sora, jump, you.
Heal.
Get him, Cloud, get him. Hurry. I got him once. Where's... Oh my god. This fight sucks ass. Every iteration of this fight is absolutely god awful. Oh, I can't jump when I'm in a slate. Oops. Oops. Wait, hold on. Oh, is that it? Is that Mickey? Is that Mickey Mouse? Mickey!
There.
Oh, thank Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Where the ah! Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm yourself.
Fire.
Ah, I was hoping I would get both.
Yeah.
In every universe, Jafar's fights suck ass. In every universe of this game, I have never had fun fighting Jafar. Let me, I'm trapped. Can I hit him? Nope. Let me up.
Yeah.
Off. Where's Yago? Oh my god. Like, it's not even hard. It's just, I want to die. Ah. Not him. No. I fucking hate it here. Why is he targetable? Who thought this was a good idea? Oh, I can do that too. Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. It's not even hard. It's just... I hate this fight. You refuse to play this game on anything higher than beginner. Same. The Jafar Genie friggin' isn't even... Ah, that's a lie. It might be alright. You did it. I'm not ready to fight Larksine. Rescue Jasmine and we got the lamp back. You still have one wish left, Aladdin. He sure does. Time for me to make a prince out of this guy. Of course, I'd like to be free, but like they always say, genies can't be choosers. You're probably miffed about that whole puppet of Jafar thing anyway. Go on, Al. Wish for what's really in your heart. Be a prince. Get that girl. Okay, here goes. Genie, I wish for your freedom. But Al. Now, no one like Jafar can use you for evil again, Genie. You're free. I'll never forget this. But what about Jasmine? What are you gonna do? I was wrong, Genie. If I used your help to win Jasmine, I'd be no better than Jafar. Jasmine means the world to me. I want to show her the real me. That's the spirit. Thanks, and good luck to you too. After the third wish, is it like the Dragon Balls and the lamp flies off? Can't we make the third wish, then have Sora wish him free or Jasmine in the movie? I think what happens is it goes back into the Cave of Wonders and then you can't be mastered of the lamp again. Question mark. Like, you have to be allowed into the thingy. And like, that was the whole thing, is Aladdin was the diamond in the rough or whatever. And so like, the fucking Cave of Wonders was like, touch nothing but the lamp, because he was worthy to be the master of the lamp. I think what would happen is it would just go back into the Cave of Wonders, and then he just wouldn't be able to get back into the Cave of Wonders. I was ready to give up back there, but what you said really kept me going. That's when it hit me. You must be looking for someone you care about too. Yeah. Listen, Genie. Say no more, little pal. I know just what you're thinking. Here you go, Sora. Whenever you need me, just call. That okay with you, Al? Of course. Are you sure? Anytime at all. Hey, without you guys, I might never have been able to ditch that lamp. And I think Aladdin will be fine with me without me for at least a little while. I see. Thanks. Let's hope both our wishes come true then. Take care, Sora. What is the worst summon in the Kingdom Hearts games? In all of them? See, summons are cracked, so that's just something that I think is dependent on a lot of things. Right? Like, you can even use, like, Ariel to cheese Yozora in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, that's like, the big, crazy thing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, ha!
Like, I think that there are certain summons that are worse for specific situations. Oh my god, Jim, even if it's a joke, don't put fucking phone numbers in here. Fucking chaotic little shit.
Yeah, yeah.
This just reminds me of like that person who like from that 8675309 like, and how like anybody who had that number was like condemned to just have to deal with prank calls for the rest of their lives. I'm just covering my bases, okay? Alright, let's see what I can do. I have another 9, so I guess I'll... saw an 8 in here. I was gonna say, Jafar might actually not be a bad enemy card. Hold on. Stops enemies from breaking attack cards you use. No, actually, that's cracked. Hold on. I can't put it in, so never mind. I'll just keep... I'll keep Oogie Boogie for now. Like, if you know you're about to win, you can use that and literally just wail on the enemy. So I'll focus on putting that on my list, I guess. Alright, it's time for everyone's favorite boss fight. Larxene. Like, say what you want, but Larxene and Marluxia have hands. They're the two I struggle with the most in this game. Alright, let's save. The Marluxia fight is awful if you let him blow your cards away. Frickin' asshole.
I bet you want what's actually.
Too clever. I'm Larxene. So, are you enjoying your stay at the castle? I bet it's nice to peel away all the worthless memories and awaken the true memories that lie deep in your heart.
True memories.
Although, it seems that you're still forgetting the most important thing here. When that poor girl hears that you've forgotten her name, why, it'll break her heart.
Poor girl. Do you know her? Is she here?
Yes, she is. You see, the bad guys are holding her captive, somewhere deep inside the castle. And you obviously are the hero, so you have to go save her. Although...
Ah!
I'm a bad guy, so you have to go through me.
I love that line.
Sora!
I love Larxene.
What's that? Is that thing mine?
What a shame! You've been wearing it all this time and forgot? No, that's not possible. The memory has to be engraved somewhere deep inside your heart. Sora, you think carefully now. What, oh what could it be? And who gave it to you?
Meh.
Sora, you're getting it now. Release the memory from within your heart.
Nominate.
Well, it's about time. That's right, Nominee. Yes, she's the one that gave you that tacky little good luck charm. Not that you even bothered to remember. No surprise, seeing as you also couldn't remember her name. Talk about heartless, I can't believe you. It'd serve you right if I decided to smash this piece of junk.
Let it go! Nominate gave me this. It's very important to me.
Ow.
Oh, it's important to you. Ten seconds ago, you didn't even know what it was.
I love Larxene. She's such a bitch.
Lightning! Vanish! Lightning! Lightning!
Fire! Heal! There!
Well, there go my items.
Vanish! Lightning! Vanish! Lightning! Vanish!
I fucking...
Donald!
Lightning!
Ma'am!
I feel so bad. Lightning! Vanish! Done!
Donald!
That was a risk I was willing to take.
Lightning!
Power!
Lightning! No
Donald!
You're getting on my nerves!
She fucking saved me. almost healed her and she interrupted him.
Vanish. Lightning. You have no heart. No escape.
Ma'am.
Lightning. You have no heart.
Fire!
Vanish.
Donald!
Stop! Oh, thank God she moved.
Vanish.
I like to gamble with my life, y'all.
Lightning.
Ow.
Yeah.
You're just a toy.
You're just a toy. The two lightnings. It's so funny. Oh, Tass must be freaking. Tass would just destroy this because they can pick the right card in like a nanosecond. I got thunder.
You're not as bad as I thought. You really are a hero. A heartless hero.
Who asked you?
Oh, does it hurt because it's the truth? You are just a baby. And if you're gonna be a baby, then here you go. I created another card from your memories, you know. Be a good boy and say thanks. Ta-ta.
Wait, Larxene! Where are you? Don't you dare hide from me! Show yourself!
Sure, calm down.
Sora, calm down. She's not coming back.
Sora?
I hate this. Why'd I need someone like that to bring back Naminé's memory?
Hey. Naminé, so that's her name. Aren't you glad you finally remembered? Apparently not. Who cares what the bad guys say anyway? Sora's not. I always hear that from some people, that people say that in some games Sora's like actually really smart and in some games Sora's really dumb. No, I think that he's really dumb and like in some games he just feels dumber than in other games. I think, like, are we playing the same game? Because Sora's just dumb. Sora's not smart. That's why Riku's here. Riku, like, like, there's this one scene where, like, he's asking Mickey about Aqua and what's Aqua like? And Mickey's like, oh, she's like Sora. And he, like, has a panic attack. She's like, what? Like, Sora? And he's like, no, I mean, like, strong like Sora. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, this man had a panic attack because he's like, I can't handle two of them. Sora's my bro, but man, is he thick. Like, I think that Sora is just the dumb himbo in all of us, and yeah, that's fine. I don't think that there's necessarily anything wrong with Sora being just, you know, a himbo. He's certified himbo, and I'm here for it. It's fine if he's not that smart. That's why we love him.
Whew. Throwing that battle wore me out.
It looked like
Really?
you just plain
It
lost.
looked to me like you just plain lost.
I love Axel.
How dare you! You don't appreciate the nuances of
An ungainly effort.
Vexen.
Vexen's from Digimon.
How could you be humbled by someone of such limited significance? You shame the organization.
How can we help you, Vexen? It's not very often we see you topside.
I came to lend you a hand. You obviously believe this Sora has much potential, but I remain unconvinced he is truly worth such coddling. I think an experiment would show if he really is of any value to us.
Well, here we go again. It's just an excuse, so you can carry out your little experiments, that's all.
I'm a scientist. Experiments are what I do. Yes.
Whatever. You can do what you want. But you know, I think testing Sora is just a cover for testing your valet.
Valet? He's the product of pure research.
What he actually is a toy.
You should just learn to be quiet.
Anyway, since you came all this way, you're gonna need this. A humble gift to my elder. I hope you use it to put on a very good show for us.
Sora, not so fast.
We don't have time! They've got Naminé! We gotta rescue her!
Whew. Sora sure does seem like he's upset.
You be too. He just remembered a friend, but found out she's in trouble.
Good point. I guess if we heard that the king was in danger, we would be pretty upset about that too.
Well, you know. Any friend of yours is a friend of ours. Let's go help Naminé. Come on, Sora, we gotta rescue Naminé from the bad guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is scream. But also, we're gonna save. And by that I mean I'm gonna fail to save like 5 billion times. And then what I think I'm going to do is we are going to start with a world and then I'm going to chill because like what I have to do is I have to actually like go all the way back and like get a bunch of room to rewards that like is gonna take me like a hot second. And I don't know if I necessarily want to do that on cast, but I feel like if I don't do it right when I'm able to get the key to reward cards, I'm not gonna do it. That being said, now the question becomes, do we go straight for Neverland because we get Glide? Do we go straight for Neverland because we get Glide at the end of Neverland, or do we save Neverland for the end because Hook is kind of a bastard? Hook is not easy. Like, a Hook plays like a legit brawling boss, and so I don't know if I want to do that straight out. Do we get Glide? I feel like we get Glide at the end of Neverland. Maybe I'm remembering it incorrectly. We got High Jump at the end of Monstro. Don't remember. I'll Google it. Because I was going to say, like, I don't know if I want that smoke from Hook right now. But I also have to, like, go back and get all of the Room of Reward bounties off cast. So that's probably going to get me a couple of levels, right? Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories. I know you get Super Glide from, the Room of Rewards in Castle Oblivion or something. Or like as a treasure chest in Castle Oblivion. But I'm pretty sure we also get normal Glide. I freaking hate AI overviews. I'm gonna scream. Okay, hold on. People are saying, like, where do I get Super Glide? When he first enters Neverland. When he first enters Neverland, huh? I mean, but then we're locked in. Yeah, I should get Glide. I don't like not having all of my abilities. And, like, I feel like it would be better to just get Glide out of the way. I might wall myself. I'm not gonna wall myself. I'm a beginner. I haven't walled myself in my entire life. But yeah, like we'll go ahead, we'll do Neverland first and pray that wasn't a horrible idea. Any friend of yours is a friend of ours. Let's go help Naminé. Come on, Sora, we gotta rescue Naminé from the bad guys. Hell yeah, you do. Naminé's my favorite female character. Like, I may talk about how, like, you know, Chain of Memories is not my favorite. However, Naminé is definitely my favorite of the girls that they've introduced that are primary characters in this. Alright, let's do Neverland and pray that I am not making a horrible mistake. So we'll do Neverland, then Atlantica, then the 100 Acre Wood, and then Hollow Bastion. I usually do Atlantica, then Neverland, then the 100 Acre Wood, and then Hollow Bastion, but for Glide. If right when I get into Neverland they give me Glide, that's worth it, in my opinion. If that doesn't happen, I'm gonna be very sad, but it's fine. Where are we now? The floor's kind of unsteady. I can hear the ocean, too. I know, we must be inside a ship. Well, we better find a way out. But which way did we go? There she is, party member number 4. But not party member 4 anymore, unfortunately. Full sad. Who are you? Adorable is what she is. Maybe she's trying to help us. Looks like you're right. Sora learned Glide. Fly through the air by jumping and holding circle. So yeah, no, that was definitely worth it. Should I clear out this room? Yeah. We'll clear out the room on cast. Just so that way I can talk about what my plans are. So the plan from here on in is going to be off cast. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to get my room of rewards. Like, I'm gonna get a room of rewards card. I'm gonna go down to the previous floors, get the reward, come back up, do it again, rinse, repeat until I win and I get the ball up to this point. I'm gonna be doing that off cast since tomorrow is Sunday, I think. I think tomorrow's Sunday. I hope it's Sunday. I really need CP, so. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream tomorrow or Monday. That's usually on a depends on how I feel basis when it comes to Sunday and Monday, just because those are usually when I try to get like actual work done. But if not, then Tuesday we're going to be, hopefully, now that I'm not dealing with the blood moon, like I'll be able to like actually like sit and do I really want to do like treasure hunting in Final Fantasy 14. Like I feel bad that I haven't like been logging on and stuff. Not really, but you know what happens when I start to neglect Final Fantasy 14. You know. But if we don't like get to play like before Tuesday, like we'll definitely be playing Kingdom Hearts at some point afterwards. No room to rewards. Actually, big sad. Do I have it? Did they give me one? I feel like they didn't. I can check after this. Ow!
Fire!
There we go. Let me see. Oh, wait, shit. I feel like... Yeah, I must have one, right? I must have gotten a room to rewards card. Yeah, I do. There it is. You haven't done anything extremely major in 14 in a long time. Yeah, like, I feel like so many people feel like they have to do raids or they have to, like, do dailies or weeklies or whatever. And, like, to that I say... I got an achievement. Strike an enemy before battle 100 times or something, I think is what it was.
Filthy!
Boyo!
Fire! Yeah.
The only weekly you do is the tier and that's it. That's fine. But like, I definitely want to like at least get on once a week and do things. That's not to say that I don't. The issue is like, I play Market Board Savage and I don't necessarily think that that's, like that's not really stream worthy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Filthy!
Boyo!
Fire!
Look at me go!
Donald! Heal! Courage!
Nice. Cloud did it with the hair flip. Yeah, like, I just genuinely enjoy just chilling on that game. Like, that game is like a Stardew Valley or...
Yeah.
I'm just a cozy person. I just like being cozy. And that's kind of just all that I do in the game nowadays. I found my love for the game and what I love doing in that game. And that's just vibing like it's like Animal Crossing. Nothing going on until Fru, so you're saving all your energy for that.
Yeah.
Stop is such a good card in this game. I hear it does some like really good slates. No, that's about it. I feel like I said I was leaving too early and everybody just left. Not that I'm trying to call anybody out of lurk status. I just like doing Sonic Blade because Sonic Blade kills everything. Fire is so good in this game for slates, but like, I'm too brain dead to remember to not take a slate, like a fire focused slate off for Axel, and because of one instance where I did that incorrectly, I was like, nah. Nah. I'm good. I'm okay. Sonic Blade's good for everything. I'm gonna be 1000%. Like, people sleep on Sonic Blade, like a Sonic Blade build, if you do it correctly. Like, the problem is the math. You have to do, like, a lot of, like, planning to make a good, like, for bosses, Sonic Blade deck. Once you clear Fru, you've decided you're gonna be hyper casual in Final Fantasy 14, like doing treasure maps and crafting and RPing. You need to go back to that side of the game. Yeah, but they can break it. I mean, yeah, but they can break everything. That's what the zero cards are for. Then you break their shit and then they don't have zero cards and then you just do the slate again. Like, I think that what people sleep on is the fact that you just make a deck that does nothing but Sonic Blade. Just mash triangle. If they break it, just keep mashing triangle. Unless it's like a really powerful slate. Then use your brain and go and use a zero card to break the powerful slate. And then just go right back to Sonic Blade. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Doesn't require a lot of CP to set up. It's just foolproof. I think the only thing that a deck like that doesn't work on is stupid Flower Marluxia. Lethal frame can't be broken after a certain point, just saying. I just hate the math. For me, it's the fact that, like, lethal frame, I think, requires, like, a very high CP count. So, like, you can't just spam it. And if you do, it's like, you're gonna run out of them faster. Like, I hardly ever run out of Sonic Blades, is, like, my thing. Is, like, you're never gonna end up in a situation where you're out of cards, even if you just do nothing but use slates, if you do it properly. If the math isn't mathing, then you might have an issue, but, like, if you work out the kinks of a Sonic Blade deck, it can carry you through, like, most of it. I'm not saying that it's so brain dead that you don't have to think. But, like, stop is, like, expensive to put in your deck. Like, let's take a look at the 2 stop cards that I have. 28, 20, 22, 26. Like, and those are for the low ones. It is expensive. Like, a 1 is a 20. Like, the fact that a 1 is a 20, it's like, that's gonna, you're gonna have to grind for a hot second if you want to just mindlessly like spam triangle, which is what I'm trying to get to. Is I want to mindlessly spam triangle. Like, if I'm cheesing, we're going extra cheese. Like, absolute extra cheese on that. Yeah, like, here's the thing. I understand lethal frame. I know what you're talking about. I played this game every year, once a year, for, like, almost a decade. I know these games. I prefer Sonic Blade. It just comes down to I prefer Sonic Blade. The other big strat is just using fire and fire slates, because fire's cracked in this game unless your name is Axel, in which case it's not so cracked anymore. And because of one really bad memory of, like, forgetting to swap decks and just having a really awful time with Axel because I was stubborn, I was like, Sonic Blade is just solid. It's what works for me. Like, other things obviously work and are more cheesy, but Sonic Blade just works. If it isn't broke, we are not going to fix it. But yeah, so either way, you guys, I don't know if we're gonna be back with Kingdom Hearts for a bit. I'll see. I might honestly just, I don't know if I, like, download this on my laptop. Actually, maybe I could just stream it to my, like, from my laptop to here, because that would be cool. Or from here to my lappy. Like, but I kind of want to just do the room to rewards and, like, sit and vibe. What I, like, and I don't want to do the reward grabbing on cast. I will let you guys know what I get from the rooms of rewards. I'll just take notes. But otherwise, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna relax because my clavicle hurts really bad. So yeah, thank you for swinging in. It could be a Discord stream kind of vibe. Maybe, but yeah, I'm tired, you guys. Like, I feel like I've been half dead. We only got through one whole world. Like, we finished, like, we blitzed through the worlds the last time I did this, and I feel like we only got through, like, 1.5. We got through 1.5, and that was that. And I think that part of it is just, I'm just really sleepy right now, so I'm gonna relax, you guys. So go ahead, get up, stretch, grab a drink. Wyatt, see? I'm good. Take care, you guys. I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.